Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of the Ephemeral Orb. It's been a couple weeks, took a break because, well, my fault honestly. It's also been a couple weeks for our players. But before we get into all that recap and talking about recent events etc, dear viewers, usual reminder, this episode is posted on Skoll Shorties channel. The next episode shall be posted on Thompshire's channel. All our links are in the description below, and the episode after that shall be posted on my channel, Teeironor, again links in the description, and then back to Skoll and so on and so forth. Now, I've rolled some dice in the background, and the dice have decided that the first player who should talk about themselves and their character should be Zelris, aka Lyri. Could you please go ahead?
My name is Zelris, and I play the Blood Elf Lyri, who is a little bit of a psycho right now, but all things considered, is doing pretty okay.
She's been through a lot, I think it's fair to say. Also, yeah, yours and Buhd's, you have wounds that look like dead or dying flesh, so that's worrying for you. Next on the list would be Skoll. Speaking of which, could you please go ahead?
Yep. I'm Buhd, and he's a pirate ogre who has some shocking abilities. Haha. And yeah, he's got a nasty thing on his back, and he's ready to fight some evil undead dudes that are being led by Zolgaga, I guess, and Muzala, potentially.
Indeed. Next on the list will be DoomGoblin. Could you please go ahead?
Yeah, hello. It's me, DoomGoblin, and I'm playing the crazy pirate captain, Captain Bladebeard, who is blessed by the law of sharks.
And the sea,
And
the knowledge of the sea, and the deeps, and all of that. Law have a lot of titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And next would be Sir Thompshire. Could you please go ahead?
Hello. As always, I'm playing Benjamin Aaran, a devout follower of Gog, the lower of many things. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, thank you. So last time, well, DoomGoblin has kindly volunteered to remind all of us what happened last time.
Whisked away by sharks, our heroes and the Blood Elf Ranger, Melvin Frostshadow, gradually woke up in the middle of the night on a lone island. They were welcomed by an old dwarf who had been taken by the Loa Graal to take care of shipwrecked sailors, and also met some old companions, the Night Elf Sunsurge twins, the Orc Tayu, and the Zandalari Rua. As they got their bearings, Buhd and Lyri noticed spots of dying flesh on their back and arm, respectively. The group was also eventually joined by High Priestess Hakala, also arriving via shark. The troll asked our heroes for help in communing with the Loa for assistance, though they were unable to gain the aid of Betek and declined asking Hakar. However, when they called upon the forgotten Muzala, the old Loa stated that Zugalga was his servant, and revealed the island's location to the renegade troll. Our heroes then received the blessings of the few Loa willing to aid them: Benjamin Aaran of Gong, Captain Bladebeard of Graal, First Mate or Captain Buhd of Akunda, and Lyri Ambassador of Jani. With the reinforcements at least a day's sail away, who knows what awaits them in the night.
Thank you, DoomGoblin. So, as you guys, the player characters, can see, as is typical for like tense situation moments, we have a map, and you guys have full control over your tokens on the map. Some quick reminders. When you got your blessings in terms of game mechanics from the Loa, each of you gained a boost in stats, And again, if you're not happy with those stats, even though I think it makes sense narratively, you can switch around with other players, obviously, if both players agree to it, and if you manage to convince the lower, which shouldn't be too hard. Also, with your blessings came some aspects that you will see over here where I'm pinging on the screen in the top right section. These function like your normal aspect. So say Skoll, like you're in a tough spot, instead of invoking like heavy weapons expert or pirate first mate, you can invoke your blessing of Akunda, as if it were a typical aspect. And this applies to everyone else. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, if you guys are to roll your stats like with your macros, I've not updated your macros just for the simple reason that these blessings are temporary and they can go away. Not saying that they will, just saying that they can. If say Skoll rolls his clever or Benjamin rolls his forceful, we'll manually add the bonuses from the lower, if that makes sense. Okay? So, to sort of set the scene of what happened like at the end of last session, you guys tried to commune with some lower to varying degrees of success, to say the least. And you believe that Zulgaga is coming for you because when you spoke to Muezala, he said, "Fuck you guys, you're going after my servant, I'm going to tell her where you are." And that's what he did probably. And as a sort of defense stopgap measure, you guys gained the blessings of the 4 Loa who have decided to help you guys. You also are aware from the old dwarf that the shark Loa said there are some people coming to help you, but they won't be here for like the next day or the day after that. I honestly don't remember if I mentioned what these reinforcements are, so I'll leave it at that, just so I don't give an accidental spoiler if I haven't mentioned it already. Feel free to correct me. But at this very moment, to like set the scene, you just finished gaining your blessings from each of your Loas. I mentioned this off-screen, but so to say, but I also mentioned this in character. Thompshire asked me if like these Loa direct your actions, and the answer is subtly, not directly. Basically, I gave the example of Thompshire and Gonk. Since Gonk is the law of packs and hunting, Benjamin will, if there will be combat, he will always hear like this voice in the back of his mind of like, stick together with your group, work together as a team, etc., etc. And he can obviously not do that if he wants, but there's this voice in the back of his mind that's saying that. And this will also apply to all of you. Lyri, for instance, you'll be more unnoticeable, let's say. You'll be more sneaky. And Buhd, as I mentioned in the previous sessions, you'll gain like brief flashes of insight. That won't cause you to like go into a rage, but that will help you, if that makes sense. Any questions before we go into the session proper?
Nope.
I think I'm good.
Yep.
No.
Okay. So, the very last scene of last time was each of the Loa talked with you and empowered you, and you all feel like this surge of power, let's say, but in the sense of energy, not in the sense of might. For instance, in the case of Lyri, she doesn't necessarily feel more powerful, but she feels, like I said, like she could pass unnoticed more easily, and she feels more observant, etc., etc. What's everyone's like reaction to this sudden surge of energy? I don't think any of you have ever been empowered by gods before.
I guess I'll just kind of be stunned and like process what just happened, essentially.
You will go ahead. Sorry. Okay. You will notice Hekala gives you like a knowing look, Benjamin. Like, yeah, been there. But she doesn't say anything.
But feel good.
She also nods at you, Bud. The stinky Zandalari looks at you, Lyri, like looking at you to see what's your reaction.
I kind of look around and see what I can see. My first reaction is to kind of like see what's up.
You like see the world through normal eyes, let's say. To everyone else, it's not like a direct thing, but you suddenly don't think about Lyri as much. Like she's obviously there. and you
Nothing
see-
changed there.
No, I mean, Lyri's obviously there, and you see her, but you like glance over her for some reason. And again, this is related to Johnny's blessing because he's the lower of the lower rungs of society. He's helps you pass unseen, unnoticed, even if you're in plain sight, pretty much.
That's awesome.
Only Rua, like the Zandalari, looks directly at you, Lyri, like studying you to see how you react, etc.
I kind of look deadpan. My mind's in different places right now.
He gives you a nod and like a small smile, if you were to look at him.
I kind of slightly nodded back, but like 5 seconds too late.
Bladebeard, how do you feel?
I don't know, powerful and happy.
Yeah, you like gain insight of like even more of the insight of the sea, although you're already an accomplished sailor, etc., etc. And you also feel like much faster, and you get the inkling that if you wanted to, you could like jump into the ocean and swim all the way to Stormwind and nothing could stop you. I'm not saying that you could, it's just that you feel that powerful that you feel like you could. Make sense?
Yeah. I feel like I'm on cocaine.
Sure, if you want to go that far. The old dwarf like looks at you and says, "How do you feel, lad?"
I feel good. I feel like I could swim to Stormwind.
He laughs a little bit and says, "I been like that for me too. Well, unfortunately, there's always a price to be paid." But we can talk about that later.
Well, will we have to pay something for these powers? I thought that killing Zugalga was enough.
Well, I don't know about the bargain you made with the Loa individually, that's up to the Loa, but for me, I gained for a bit the same powers you did, which allowed me to survive my shipwreck, and in exchange, I was bound to serve Groll on this island for, well, until he deems I don't have to serve him anymore.
Alright. Makes sense.
The old dwarf shrugs at you, but he also says, well, these are extenuating circumstances. The Loa also have a stake in it. Who knows? But Hekala the troll lady will look at you to like gauge your reaction. How do you feel?
As Bud said earlier, he's feeling pretty great, and he's flexing his muscles, and he seems happy.
Hekala will like take a step in your direction and say, "That be my grandfather's power. It can be overwhelming at times, but it is a good boon to have.
Would feel great, better than what has ever felt.
She nods, and then she looks like sad, for lack of a better term, melancholic, let's say, for a bit. And then she looks again up to you and says, "Use it wisely, bud."
Buhd will use it to fight.
And you feel as though, again, you guys are in the middle of like a storm. Not a very strong one, to be fair, but it is like raining and pouring. But you feel as if you could like stop the rain in like a radius of, say, 5 meters if you wanted to. Like you could manipulate it. Not like the entire storm yet, but you get what I mean.
Could Buhd just do it to test it out?
Of course. Do you do it?
Yeah, he kind of waves his hand in motion in front of him to kind of try and stop the rain.
Mm-hmm. Everyone, you'll see that the like area in front of Buhd, for like several meters, rain like stops falling. It looks kind of like there's an invisible umbrella, like rain dripping off to the side of an invisible dome, if that makes sense. Well, not a dome, more like a cone starting from Buhd, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hekala nods at you and says, "In time, there, if the Loa accepts you, you'll be capable of even more, my dear Buhd. But, well, to be honest, I hope there won't be a need for that."
Mm-hmm. But like this, but like being able to stop the rain, it's pretty good.
Hekala chuckles and says, "Well, you'll be able to do even more than that if you wish, Buhd."
Ooh. Sound good.
At this point, you guys do have like a little bit of time to yourselves. Like nothing will happen in like the next few minutes, and the NPCs will like stick to themselves. Do you guys want to interact or to do anything in those several minutes?
Yeah.
I'll go up to Benjamin. Yeah.
Please feel free to go ahead. But Benjamin, funnily enough, will not notice you approaching.
I'll kind of make myself known, make my presence known to Benjamin.
I kind of jumped since I was distracted already.
Do you think Zolgaga will join us?
I'd actually say I'm pretty sure she will.
If you can distract her while she's on the boat, I might be able to destroy one of those artifacts she has.
Well, thing is, it'll be hard to fight her without taking the hostages out of her hands. And well, that's ignoring that dragon of hers completely.
Well, if we can still get rid of one of those things she has, maybe it might be a little bit easier.
Anyways, I think we should get everyone together and try to come up with some sort of plan. I honestly don't feel too great just waiting for her to arrive.
At this point, you got the way you guys see it on the map is how you guys are positioned. Your tokens are pretty much to scale because this is a tiny island. Unless you're referring to the NPCs too, like your...
Yeah, I meant like everyone.
Okay.
I'll nod my head to Benjamin.
Well, maybe you should go fetch your countrywoman.
Okay, I will kind of go over to the Blood Elf and kind of tap her on the shoulder and gesture for her to join the group.
She jumps. She did not see you coming. She was like staring off into the sea, and she will say in Fallacian, "Oh, Lady Lyri, what is it?"
We're discussing things. I kind of roll my eyes and I look horribly tired and stressed out.
She gives you a look of like understanding, and let me do a roll for something. Okay. She gives you like this look of understanding, and then like her gaze wanders down, and she notices the wounds on your arm, and like her eyes go wide in absolute shock.
I kind of blink like 4 times and then kind of give her a puzzled look.
By the Sunwell, Lady Lyri, what happened to you?
What? What do you mean?
She points at your arms. The bits where there's dead or dying flesh.
No, that's weird. Probably not that important though. I roll my eyes.
That needs to be excised. We need surgery. What happened?
What do you mean? Well, I kind of, I'm at a loss for words, but I don't really want to bother with her, so I just kind of gesture on the ground.
She like still remains adamant and says, Lady Lyri, I've seen those kinds of wounds before. You need someone. We need a surgeon to take care of that and a healer to close those wounds. You can't let those become infected.
I mean, there's nobody like that around here, so no point crying about it.
She sighs in defeat, but still has this concerned expression, and will step up to join the group. To everyone else, to all the other player characters.
Can I do something like in the meanwhile while they were talking?
Yeah. I was just going to say that this conversation took place in Fallacian, so only Benjamin would understand bits of it. If they were paying attention. But yeah, you're free to do something else, Benjamin.
Yeah, in the meantime, I was going to go over to Bladebeard and ask him to go get the Sun Surge twins while I would go get Tayu.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Feel free to like move your tokens. I see Bladebeard reach the Sun Surge twins first. So I will go with him for a bit. Bladebeard, you see the Sun Surge twins in the middle of a heated discussion in their native tongue.
Oi! Sun Surges.
They both like turn to look at you and both at the same time say, "What?"
We are going to be planning the plan on
Never
how
mind,
to kill...
never mind that, Bladebeard. I'm the captain, right? And she's the first mate. No, I am the captain. I've told you all these times already. Bladebeard, listen to me. I'm the captain, right?
How about we discuss that later? Maybe, alright. The one of you that kills Zugalga is obviously the captain. Problem solved.
At the same time, they both say, "Who's Zugalga?"
You'll find out soon enough.
They look at each other. I'm going to roll something. Okay, better than I expected. So they both sigh and will follow you.
Alright, follow me.
If it was below a 0, they would continue arguing above board. Benjamin, if you approach Tayo, she is like staring off into the distance. The Sunseters will like bud their way in between Bladebeard and Buhd, by the way. Like barge their way in between them. Go ahead, Benjamin.
I'll approach slowly.
Let me roll her careful to see if she notices you. Nope, she's preoccupied.
I kind of just approach and just.
She whirls around, draws her blade, and then sees it's you. And like her eyes narrow, and she doesn't say anything.
I'm not really going to sugarcoat this. There's not really a lot of time, but we're going to need our help. There's Zolgalga's coming, and if we don't plan anything, that's a bit too much of a long story. But I'm sure if she gets here, we'll probably be her targets.
Well, if a warrior's death is to come, then I welcome it.
Well, can you at least join us while we plan our course of action?
She nods and will follow you.
Oh, that's easier than I thought. I whisper to myself, by the way.
Let me roll her careful to see if she hears that. Yeah. She narrows her eyes at you but says nothing.
Okay.
Okay. So, I presume more or less at the same time you guys have like reunited, so to say. The NPCs look at the player characters to see what the hell this is about.
Well, as we all know, Zolgalga is coming, and she's probably gonna kill us if we don't do anything to stop her.
More importantly, I'm the captain, right? Says Durena, the Night Elf sister.
I'll look at Bladebeard.
Durfar will punch Durena. The brother. Unless someone intervenes.
Why did I have to go and get them?
Durena dodges. She draws her weapon.
But can you stop them, please?
Oh, yeah, but we can probably do that. Buhd walks over and tries to get in between them and, shove them away from each other.
Durfar will say, "Out of the way, Buhd. This has been a long time coming."
Oh
Durfar is the
no,
brother.
this is not a good time for siblings to fight.
Durena says, "I'll gut you like I gutted Mother, Durfar. Don't you see? I'll make you squeal like a pig." Durfar grunts in anger, but you're in between the two of them, Buhd, so he can't attack.
Wait, you can both be captain, right? There can be more than one captain in the world. I'm the
They
captain.
both look at you and simultaneously say no.
I mean, what are you captain of if you're a captain?
Our ship and crew, says Durfar.
You don't have a ship and crew. You're not a captain.
We will soon, says Durena.
And when you get it, then you'll decide who's the captain and who's the crew.
Make me a clever roll.
which has +1 now,
Yeah.
because sharks are smart.
Groll is smart specifically.
Yeah.
Well,
One.
that's a 1 because you get a +1 bonus. They don't look convinced. At this point, unless someone else does something. You see Melwen, the Blood Oath lady. She prepares an arrow in her bow to shoot at the brother. Unless someone stops her.
I think it speaks volumes.
Yeah. Okay. She hits the brother. The brother like groans in pain and then passes out.
Awesome.
She readies another arrow for the sister. Unless someone stops her.
Nope.
Okay. And the sister dodges with expert ease and charges the Blood Oath lady.
Wait. Since your brother is unconscious, that
Nobody
makes you the
hurts my
captain.
brother except me! She yells out.
You're a pain in the ass. And I frown.
Come on.
She swings her spear at Melwen, who also dodges expertly and draws her knife. Unless someone intervenes, this combat will continue.
Bud rushes over to kind of try and pull the night elf lady away, or restrain her, basically.
Roll me your forceful or your quick. Okay. The night elf lady slips out from your grasp easily.
It's not a good time for this.
I roll my eyes and just kind of walk up to Benjamin.
Okay. The Blood Oath lady will attempt to slash the night elf sister.
We're all gonna die.
And she does, making a gash across her chest. The night elf sister prepares to fight back.
Bud gonna need help over here, guys. We gotta stop her.
And she also cuts the Blood Oath lady.
I kind of turn over to Buhd and just say, just deal with it.
You need to help, Bud.
You're right there.
Hekara's face palming. The old dwarf will yell out something in Thalassian. Lyri, you will understand that he's saying, "Alright, calm down everyone, but nobody's listening.
I kind of shudder with just pure annoyance, and I will kind of charge at the night elf and quickly try and like kick her ankle or something. I don't know, make her fall over.
Roll me your quick, please. Okay, with a 6-point difference, I'd say. Well, describe to me how you take her out of the fight, basically, because she will surrender after this is done.
I guess I just kind of rush from behind and quickly like sweep her legs out from underneath her, and she just kind of falls to the ground, and I don't know, like hurts her muscles or something. I don't know. Gets a bad cramp.
Okay. She won't get any consequence because she'll take like her level 3 stress, her level 1 stress, and her level 2 consequence, but which won't happen because she will surrender immediately afterwards. So it gets cleared anyway. So she says, "Fine, fine, fine. I'll have your head later." The Blood Elf lady ignores the sister, sheaves her weapon back, and walks to the rest of the group, like this big circle.
Are we done now? Can we please try to plan something in order not to die?
Mm-hmm.
The Night Elf sister stands up, takes her spear, and walks to the brother, who is unconscious.
So, as we all know now.
She prepares to stab her brother with the spear.
What?
So we all know now. Continue, Benjamin.
That Zulkog.
Just ignore them. Continue.
It's a bit hard to, but I'll try.
You hear male Night Elf screams of pain, and the Night Elf sister says, "I think we can all agree that I'm captain now," and she walks away. The Night Elf brother is still alive, but just very, very wounded.
Great.
But Buhd goes over to check on him.
Light's sake.
Anyway,
Well,
kind of shudder.
As I was saying, Zulgalg is coming, and I guess we can count on their entire crew to board the island.
Mm-hmm.
Or she'll just shoot a bunch of cannons and lightning on us and kill us all.
That is also.
I mean, does she have any reason to come to the island?
To kill us all.
Well, yeah, I know, but she can just shoot us with cannonballs. She has no reason to, like, invade with her forces.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I'll
right.
be
It's not in her style to fight honorably, says Hekala.
well, isn't she sadistic enough to come for us directly?
Yes, she'll probably send her minions to soften us up, and when we are half dead, she'll take us and torture us. Well, especially me.
If you can find a way to bring her in close, I can try and...
I think. Yeah. Sorry. Lyri.
Mhm.
Continue.
By the way, question outside. Do the Loa have any power as projections?
The lower projections are no longer here. When you receive power, they sort of like went into you. You feel like their presence, and you can tell that they're like listening, but they haven't said anything.
Okay.
Since there's a pause, Buhd, you went to check up on the brother. He is gasping in pain. The wound is not too deep, it's fairly shallow, but you realize that the sister could have killed him if she wanted to. And the brother, with great pain, stands up.
You okay?
I'll kill the bitch later. Yeah, I'm fine, Buhd. Thank you.
Okay, there's gonna be a fight soon, so...
Yeah, I'm going to I'm going to decapitate my sister, I know.
Well, no, not that.
He looks confused at you.
They're gonna be a very bad lady with her army showing up.
My
you
sister has an
remember?
army? Where'd she get an army?
You remember the dead we fight a while ago, back on Golden Skoll?
Oh, yesterday, yes.
Yeah. She in charge of those.
My sister did that?
No, the Zogaga. She a troll lady.
My sister is a troll?
No.
It's very obvious that you aren't able to get through to him.
Yeah, okay. Bud gonna go over to friends now. Good luck.
Yeah. And as you walk away, the brother will also like rejoin the sister. He's glaring very suspiciously at her, and she is trying to like be stoic and like appear interested in what the general group is doing, but you can all tell that she is also like glaring at the brother.
Anyway, like I was saying
Sorry.
before, like I shudder again. I glare.
Well, being butchered by cannons aside, there are two other issues. One, Zulgalga summoned a massive dragon that may or not be coming as well. And second, if we do not free the hostages she has, fighting her would be harder, per se.
I have an idea. If you will listen to me for once.
Well, go right ahead.
If you just distract her or bring her in close, I can try and board the ship and get rid of that knife.
And how are you gonna do that?
I know. I have an idea.
I have an idea too, don't worry.
Who'll go first?
Well, Lyri spoke first, so maybe...
Alright, go ahead.
I have a special way of getting rid of it. I don't want to mention it in case she overhears, but just trust me to get on the ship and get rid of the knife. Because if we get rid of that knife, surely that means that Bladebeard's robot friend will go back to normal, right?
Well,
The old dwarf raises his hand very shyly.
from personal experience, I'd say the knife is probably plotting to betray Zulgalga as well.
Excuse me, but what knife are you all talking about? Aren't we fighting a troll witch?
She has a talking knife.
Oh, I've seen a few of those.
If we get rid of the knife, then maybe some of the people that are being controlled by the knife might return to us.
Well, who is controlled by the knife?
And if we can get Bladebeard's iron friend back on our side, he could cause a distraction on the ship, and hopefully we could maybe...
Well, wouldn't he die?
Why would he die?
Well, it's not like he can jump on the water to save himself.
It doesn't matter, he just needs to distract everyone on the ship.
Well, if Bladebeard's fine with that, I guess.
Well, I mean, we need to somehow get on the ships somehow, and...
Go ahead, Bladebeard.
I think that we can get on the ship by convincing Zulgalga that we don't want to fight her. That we realize that her god or whatever is too powerful, and we want to be prisoners again.
Her price will be me, says Sekala.
Yeah, and you are our gift to her. Gift of apology.
Wouldn't...
But that's a lie, right? That's not what we are doing. And then when we get on the ship, Lyri can steal her dagger or stab her, and we just keep attacking her until she's dead.
Well, we'd be surrounded on our ship.
I mean, this can all happen before we give our weapons. We just need to get on the ship, right? We need to get away from the cannons.
Thing is, if we're all on the ship, we'll be surrounded regardless.
But we're surrounded regardless anyway, we're stuck on an island. It's better she's up close than far away.
Well, if she comes in a single ship, I guess it will be a frontal attack of sorts.
If I may, says the old dwarf, you all arrived here after escaping her. What's going to be a reason that you tell her that, oh, we escaped but now we want back? Where's the logic?
we can say that we didn't escape by choice. We were kidnapped by sharks. And
Aye.
now,
Story.
yeah, and we actually planned to attack her, but we realized that she's too powerful after we talked with the undead huge troll, whatever, Muzala.
Aye, she knows you a lot, but what about the rest of us? He points.
You are also gifts for her to eat.
Wonderful.
The old dwarf looks sullen, and the orc Tayu looks upset at the idea.
No, that's a ruse, a lie, a story that we are going to tell, so she would let us on the ship, and then we kill her, all of us.
Better to meet her openly in combat.
We can't meet her openly. She's on a ship.
Then we either win or we die with honor.
No honor in being shot by cannonballs from like 50 miles away. I narrow my eyes.
She narrows her eyes back at you.
What I think me and Bladebeard is saying is that we need a reason for her to come up close.
Yeah, and that's our surrender.
Well, and how are we gonna get her to come up close if...
We tell her that we surrender.
How do you tell?
She'll probably taunt us by talking telepathically or whatever.
Does Zulgaga have any soft spots that we can kind of push in?
Her family.
I don't think that's a soft spot.
Hekala looks down and says, probably be bad memories, but how are you gonna approach that?
If we can just provoke her to approach the island close enough, we can board the ship.
Yeah.
I think that might be a better idea than boarding the ship first and then attacking. If we can get her to dock on the island, maybe one or two people can sneak in and maybe see if she has some artifacts stored and maybe free the hostages, and then we'll try to attack her from two fronts.
But how do we get her to come here and not get on her ship?
Well,
Make her mad, probably.
can't you sometimes talk to her telepathically? Can't you?
Says Hekala.
She can talk with all of us, right? She can. I don't know. She can talk to someone without being with them.
She extends a hand into the rain with this, I believe.
With what?
She extends her hand in the rain to indicate the rain.
With the sky?
Hekala rolls her eyes. Never
She
mind.
can talk in the rain? What?
Does that mean she can hear us right now?
Hekala sighs.
Dang.
If she knows to focus, obviously she can hear wherever there is rain, but she can't hear everything in the rain.
Well, I do hope the whales are making a lot of noise then.
I kind of look over to Buhd and the little cone he made.
The old dwarf will say, well, there's also another option that we all have. If she has the power of Shango, she controls the skies, the storms. But we have the law of the sea on our side. We control everything that's below the water level.
Does our power extend that far?
Well, he looks a bit hesitant. The law, the big shark law has been having some issues with his temple being destroyed and all that in the past few years. He's been having a bad time, but I think he can spare a bit to help us.
Do you think he could shipwreck her?
No, probably not.
Can he summon a kraken?
Definitely not.
Can
A
he?
big shark?
Aye.
how big? Bigger than a ship?
No, lad, no.
Bigger than me?
That's not hard to do, lad.
Alright.
Do you really think a shark will scare her on land?
Do you think he can at least push her ship closer to the island?
Well, he controls the sea, but she controls the waves with the wind, so only if we take her by surprise.
He controls sharks, right?
Can he summon those sharks with saws?
Hammerheads. Oh, okay.
With saws, and they can like saw the hole in her ship, and she can sink.
That's not how it
Maybe
works,
if we send the sharks into the wind, we can make some kind of sharknado to destroy the sails.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. You're talking nonsense. This is crazy.
Alright, Sharknado is our plan G, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
What's our plan A?
Well,
Piss her off, but not enough to make her kill everybody on board.
I should also mention, sorry to interrupt your strategy meeting, but we could, well, everyone except me could always just escape. The big shark law can take you anywhere.
I'm really not in the mood to escape. I might grit my teeth a little bit.
Honestly, as much as a guaranteed survival would be appreciated, I'm honestly scared if Solgaga gets any more powerful.
I mean, why can't you leave the island? If she comes here and sees only you, she'll kill you.
Aye, she will, probably.
Why don't you ride sharks with us?
Well, because
Escape.
I've got my duty here. I can't abandon my post now until the big shark law says I can, and he hasn't said I can yet.
Oh yeah, great shark law. Can this guy leave?
Why are we even considering this?
You hear the
Can't-
voice of Grow in your mind, Bladebeard, that says, "This one has a duty to fulfill."
What duty? I mean, we are all going to leave. He can't take care of anyone on the island if there's no one on the island.
There will always be more on the island. There are always shipwrecks. There are always people in need. My power in the world is fading, and I need those like him.
We'll find you another island, alright?
I don't need another island. I need someone to do this duty.
Can we talk about that later, please?
This is happening in Bladebeard's mind.
Oh, isn't he talking out loud?
Bladebeard's talking out loud, but...
Yeah, then I'll still say it.
Can we at least infer that Bladebeard's talking to the lower?
You can infer that, but again, the lowest end is only in Bladebeard's mind.
That's fine.
Tayu, you said that you wanna fight, right? Can the orc lady be your new island keeper?
I signed up to fight, not to keep an island. What's that even supposed to mean?
No, you're island protector.
The voice in your mind, Bladebeard, says, "I will not take anyone through trickery."
I mean, maybe if we beat up Zolgaga hard enough, maybe she'll lose all her memories and we can just leave her here.
Please, this is pointless. Can we get back on topic?
Mm-hmm.
The old dwarf will say, let's focus on the task at hand. Don't worry about me so much.
Alright, we are not escaping, we are fighting.
Yes, question is, how exactly?
Just find a way to get me on the ship.
Yeah, we tell her that we are surrendering, like I said the first time.
Wait. The lower has control of sharks, right?
The old dwarf nods.
If sharks can bring us here, surely I can take a shark onto the boat.
Aye, but it'll probably be noticed unless there's something to distract her, unfortunately. Loa magic tends to be, well, except for your Loa, it tends to be noticeable among other practitioners.
I mean, her boat goes. Oh yeah. I mean, she uses lower magic to make her boat go, right? I mean, I assume so.
The old dwarf will not, sorry.
So I mean, if that's happening, then maybe she won't notice.
I mean, you can just come with us and become invisible, right?
Who are you saying this to?
Lyri.
Oh.
You can turn invisible. You were invisible when you tried to kick me.
Yeah.
Aye, but
But I have to get on the ship first.
And also the shark that will carry her there won't be invisible.
She doesn't need to ride a shark. She just needs to come with us on the ship.
Yeah, but how am I going to get on the ship?
We tell her to come and pick us up.
But Zulgalga's smarter than that.
I'm not entirely sure she'll take that. It might just be a better idea for the shark to take me to the ship alone, and I'll do something to make her board the island. If I take something from her ship and bring it here, then she'll have to come and take it back, right?
Well, executing everyone on board, probably.
If I go on there, quickly grab the knife, then come back, she'll have to follow us back, right? She'll have to board the island.
Or
Well,
she'll
you'll grab the knife, and the knife will get a hold of you. That's just as bad.
And if we steal something
I can
from
destroy
her,
it. I can destroy it once we get back here. Just we need some reason for her to come to the island, and taking that might be the thing we need.
Maybe if you're going on the boat, maybe you should take Bladebeard with you, and then maybe you could each do something. Like maybe you could get back in contact with his Iron Dwarf friend and see where the hostages are being kept, or I don't know.
Iron dwarf? Says the old dwarf.
yeah, I have a Prignir. He's my first mate, and I have a special connection with him when he gets closer. So I'll be able to tell if Zulgalga is coming.
What in the name of the deeps is an iron dwarf?
Someone, an engineer, a tinker, made a robot in the shape of a dwarf.
Ugh. He looks disturbed at the thought.
You've been on this island for what, 50 years? There's a lot of new stuff in the world.
I can see that.
Anyway, if I destroy the knife, surely that means your other first mate, Ironbeard. Surely that means he might come back to your side, right?
One thing though, if you can destroy the knife, and if destroying it is possible, why didn't Kiri destroy it?
Yeah, when me and Kiri were fighting it, she just imprisoned it. It was too powerful to be destroyed, something like that. I don't remember.
Who's this Kiri?
A sea dragon.
Well, if a sea dragon can't destroy it, I certainly doubt that you can. No offense, Mom.
I have a pretty good idea about how to destroy it. Don't worry.
Well then, I guess that's one thing.
Just take my word for it. What's the worst that can happen if it fails?
Well, I honestly don't want to think about it.
She kills Meridia and your blood elf people and all other hostages.
Well, yeah, I know, but that has nothing to do with me failing to destroy the knife.
Hekala will walk up to you, Lyri, and she will say, Lady Blood Elf, that knife be of the same kind as the darkest voodoo that killed my mother. It is not something to be trifled with. When I sense it on, she nods towards Benjamin. Are you sure you can't destroy it?
I'm positive. What else can we do? We have to at least give it a
Golga
shot.
while she's holding the dagger. Right?
That's
Just
gonna be
because she has the
tough.
dagger doesn't mean she's invincible.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be able to board the ship by myself and kill Zulgarga. I'll be surrounded.
That's why I'm suggesting 2 people should go. You take the knife and Bladebeard will
I don't
take
want to
the
wrap
hostages.
Bladebeard into this plan.
I don't think we should go to her ship. We should get her ship to come to us.
But she's not that
She
stupid.
won't do that.
Yes, she is.
If she arrives,
is.
she's gonna have the knife to a hostage's throat or something.
She is that.
Either
stupid.
way, I'll have to sneak on the ship anyway. She won't let us board willingly. Trust me, just let me go on there alone. I'll grab the knife and I'll get the shark to take me back. Then we can draw the boat back in.
But again, that doesn't take care of our hostage problem.
I don't want her most valuable asset is taken that she'll resort to the hostages immediately.
Well, that's her bargaining chip with us.
Well, what else are we gonna do?
We
You
surprise
think of a better
her.
plan, Mr. Benjamin. And I kind of frown a bit, I can
Again, that's why I was saying you should take Bladebeard with you. That
How is that a better idea? That means Bladebeard's gonna be... I'm gonna be responsible for whatever happens to Bladebeard.
well,
Yeah, I mean, she'll see us and she'll kill us. Or use us as hostages.
I mean, I can go invisible and get rid of the dagger, but... I don't want to just put Bladebeard in the midst of that massive crew. He's gonna die.
can Zulgarga feel her crew per se?
Hekala looks at you, Benjamin, and says, if it be the same kind of magic she used back in the day, yes.
But is it something precise? Would she notice if someone wasn't part of her crew without looking?
If a different member of the crew were to notice, she would notice.
Do they notice each other?
She nods. Well, they be diminished. They obviously can't hear as well as you and I, but they still got most of the senses.
Then are you saying that someone that looked like her crew wouldn't fool anyone?
Hekala looks down and nods sadly. From a distance maybe, but not up close.
It seems like my plan's the best one. And I kind of smugly look at them all.
And also, why do you want to steal the dagger? Wouldn't stealing the staff be better? Dagger is weak.
Well, and I assume that Zulgarga will be holding onto the dagger, so not something you can take easily.
What
The
even is
staff-
this staff?
Staff is controlling the storm, right? I think.
The staff is a conduit that links this world to the power of my grandfather, the Loa Shango. If she has it, she can use it. She can use my grandfather's power.
Well,
we
if she
take-
has both of them, I'll take both of them.
Yes, but the staff is probably more precious to her than that dagger. She'll be keeping that very close. But conversely, if you take it away, most of her power will go away too.
Then wouldn't it be well protected?
She probably would have it on her person at all times.
Did she, by the way?
No, easy. If she has them both on her person, I'll take them both.
Above board, when you met with Zulgarga, yeah, she always carried the staff.
Okay.
Fine, I'll take them both.
Do you think you can
she'll
do
have
it?
to board the island then, right?
Well, honestly, I'm not sure. We're stuck here almost anyways.
Fine,
The longer we go-
I'll take Bladebeard with me as long as he can cause a distraction and not make Zelgarga retreat anywhere.
Sure.
I need to have her somewhere where I can grab both the items pretty easy.
I'll toss my orb at Bladebeard, and I say, well, it may not be the best thing right now, but it will help a bit.
Oh, is this the thing you mentioned earlier? Your special orb?
Should I turn into a paladin?
Well, I was gonna say one of our crew, but if you have a better idea, I'm all ears.
I mean, I think she'll be able to see through illusions.
Well,
I don't know.
As Zulgaga, as Akala said, it's from afar you'll probably be unnoticed.
Well, illusions are more complicated magical illusions. You have to know there be an illusion to look for it.
Alright.
Obviously, she
Sounds like a plan then.
She can sense if you disguise yourself as a crew member. She can sense that, well, you're not actually a crew member. But if you disguise yourself as a prisoner, that could work.
Oh yeah.
By getting
Yeah.
closer, couldn't you get Frignir to hide, and you could turn into him, perhaps?
Maybe.
Well, but if you get closer, you'll get your contact back with him, right? So maybe
Yeah.
you could plan accordingly.
Above board, you don't know that.
Oh.
Only
I have no idea.
Only Bladebeard knows that, not
Oh,
Benjamin.
oh, sorry.
So I know, but Benjamin does know.
Mhm.
Okay, I take it back then.
Yeah. If I get closer, I don't know how close I need to get, but I'll be able to tell Frignir what to do.
If there's any way we can cause a distraction on the boat, just enough to kind of draw the attention of the guards, then
Yeah, by bringing Hakala as a gift, that's a distraction.
Can we please get past that?
this does. I think our new plan's better than that one.
Alright.
If we take her dagger and her staff, she'll have to board the island. We can maybe figure
Or
something out.
she'll want to trade her weapons for the lives of our friends.
Well, that
And
is a possibility.
it's a better trade than anything else. We don't have to abide by it. She just needs to be on the island to do the trade. You're not against backhanded things, are you?
Well, if it works, I guess I'm fine with it.
Then fine, that's what we'll do. We'll take the weapons and we'll ask to trade them back for our friends.
I just want to say before we do this plan, I hate this plan and it won't work. But let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so Lyri and Bladebeard are going towards the ship, and the remainder of us, I'll look at the dwarf and say, are there any materials on the island like driftwood or things we could maybe somehow fortify the island with?
Oh, well, there's the things I made the food chest out of, and he holds out his knife made of bone. This.
I guess some makeshift barricades wouldn't hurt. She does have a lot of Forsaken on her ship.
All of you will see a bit of smoke gathering in the middle of you, where the the bottom of the F is on the map, so to say. How do you all react?
I kind of step back.
Bud backs away. Oh, what that?
I kind of look deadpan at it. Like I'm not even sure what I'm looking at.
The Blood Elf also takes a step back. And all of you will see the smoke begin to take a familiar shape. As soon as I find it and place it on the map, you will all see the smoke take the shape of everyone's favorite troll lady, Zulgaga. And she looks at all of you and says, Bladebeard. She looks specifically at him. There you are. And she notices Hekala, and like her eyes narrow. And she says something in Zandali that you don't understand. How do you all react to this smoky apparition?
I keep my
Galga.
mouth sealed shut.
What's up,
Bladebeard,
girl?
what is my sister doing here?
I look at Benjamin. She's our prisoner.
Is
I found
she?
her for you.
And what are you doing here, Bladebeard? She looks at you.
Your sister brought us here to plot against you.
To this place? I wanted to offer this location to you in exchange for you helping me find the artifacts. How strange that you would wind up here.
So, are you going to come and pick us up, or do we need to swim back to your ship?
She sighs and says, I think you've spoken with me, boss. Am I wrong?
Yeah, a fun guy, really.
He insists that I should take your souls, but... She looks irritated and says, events have forced me hand and I have other business to attend to. I will take your souls eventually, but I have other matters to attend to at the moment.
If you don't come here right now, I'll kill your sister.
Good. Good.
I'll eat her.
He
You won't get you are not going to get any part of her.
I'll be face palming very hard at this point.
Thank you for the favor, Bladebeard. I knew you could be negotiated with. And you will see the smoke slowly begin to disappear.
Hey, wait, don't go away.
Oh, my favorite little blood elf. Oh, that's right, I got your brother with me. Don't you miss him? I bet he'd taste delicious.
Yeah, I'm sure he would, but you wanted to learn some stuff from me, right? Right?
I can come back later. There is...
Come back later. I'm dying on an empty stomach. We were gonna have a nice meal together.
If you be here, she looks around, then I suspect that you got some law on your side too that's gonna be keeping you fed. I can...
No, we didn't. We only talked to like scary lower. They didn't make any sense. Please come back, please.
Wait, this other matter you have to attend to, is it maybe connected with the Burning Legion and demons?
She looks at you, Bladebeard, and says nothing.
You know,
Oh
I
yeah,
might
we have demons on our side, by the way, and they really want to join your crew. So if you come here and pick us up, we can add them to the team.
Ignore the blood elf. I have a artifact, a device that can speak with demons. I can kind of hear what they are saying, what they are planning.
She sighs and says, "My dear Bladebeard, unfortunately, even if I wanted to, time is not on Miss side."
I mean, it would be much easier if you could just speak with them, right?
The demon wants Miss Soul, and the soul of, she points at her collar. And, well, to be honest, I won't mind having his soul. He did kill me grandmother. But, well, there's an item that I have to acquire, and I'm running out of time because of recent events.
Oh, you mean the item that Bladebeard has? I kind of look up at Bladebeard and I smile.
No, not that one. One in
Are you
Booty
sure?
Bay. It be in Booty Bay, I know that much.
Mm-hmm. How'd you know that?
Because you found out for me, my dear.
Mm-hmm. And we would totally tell the truth to you, right?
It didn't come from your lips. It came from the lips of your dear Baron.
Okay. As if you trust him. I kind of giggle. I mean, I guess if it's really that time sensitive, then just feel free to sail in some random direction. You're not gonna get it. It's just
Oh, I know.
expiring in Bladebeard's pocket.
I know where it is, my dear, and it not be anything in good old Bladebeard's pocket. But do rest assured, I will be coming back for you fairly soon.
Can you come back fairly sooner?
Why?
Because I really want to get back on the ship.
Don't you worry, my dear.
I miss the crew.
I'm gonna keep your brother alive until then, and when we meet again, we shall feast on him together. How's that?
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds wonderful. But could you make that time like today or tomorrow or like 3 hours maybe?
She sighs and looks at everyone else in the crowd to see if anyone else has something to say.
I do. So you're going to Booty Bay by yourself with one ship.
She looks at you.
You know that demons control Booty Bay? They have like a red woman that can sink a ship by herself.
She sighs and says, "Nothing that the power of the storm cannot handle. My grandmother and my mother killed him once. I can do it again."
Well,
Because
surely you want
I
more
have his
lower
corpse
powers.
now. I have his little corpse, my dear. I think I can make use of that against him.
But we have the lower of the sea on our side, so surely that would help in your fight against the demon that could sink a ship.
Oh yes, of course. The lower of the sea can help in a fight that will take place on dry land, of course.
Yeah, Lyri.
Yeah, but
Idiot.
they can't sink the ship.
She sighs and says, "So what's your bargain exactly? Why do you want me to come here?"
Because we really miss you.
And I really miss you too. Especially my dear Bladebeard and my also handsome Buhd.
We've been crying for all day because we miss you so much and we want to go back home.
What is handsome?
The most handsome Buhd. Or even more handsome than, she points at Benjamin.
I'll take a sigh of relief.
Your
Not good.
Your brutality and bloodlust be something else, Buhd. I do look forward to seeing you soon, but until then, I do have this other matter to attend to. But rest assured, I'll keep my promise to me patron. The smoke begins to disappear once again.
Can you not? Can you please just come to the island, please? Please? I don't want to be on the island anymore.
She ignores Lyri, but there's still time if anyone else wants to say something.
I'll just whisper, this was a disaster.
Oh boy.
Okay, and the smoke will dissipate.
You all look fucking terrible at this plan. She's not gonna be. I pull on my ears really, really aggressively and look really, really distraught.
Does anyone know what artifact she was referring to?
The stone of the
Tides,
wave.
or whatever it's called.
Right.
The thing me and
Does,
Buhd went to look for in
Does anyone
Golden
know where
Skoll.
it is?
Yes, in Buhd Bay, like she said.
Well, I don't think it's in Buhd Bay.
Can all of you roll careful checks? Benjamin, your stunt would apply. Benjamin, you notice that while the smoke has dissipated, it's no longer in Zolgarga's shape, it's still around and it seems to be spreading across the island.
I'm gonna stop talking and just look around.
Buhd doesn't like this.
Do we notice?
Only Benjamin noticed.
Oh, okay.
Do
never
we at
mind,
least
no worries.
notice Benjamin
Oh yeah,
not talking anymore?
Sure.
What wrong?
Something's off.
Yeah, I can tell something's been off for the last day and a half.
No, something new's off. This smoke.
I kind of look at the smoke and don't see anything wrong about it.
Lyri, since you looked, and Benjamin would notice this as well. But up until now, it's night, but you've been more or less illuminated by starlight and moonlight. Well, obviously it's raining, but there's still space for that light to come through. Now it seems like those sources of light are becoming obscured.
Do I detect anything magical?
Give me another careful check. Oh yeah, it's a magic that's similar to what you got inside of you and what Zolgarga used, but different. AKA, with that check, it's Loa magic, but not a Loa you are familiar with.
I'll very slowly take out my sword.
What is it, beloved? Says Hekala.
I'm feeling something strange.
Is she mind controlling you to attack us?
No, there's some strange magic here.
I don't know, that sounds like something who is mind controlled would say.
Just
Do we
take out
really
your
have
weapon,
time to
will
worry
you?
about strange magic? Isn't that stone the last thing she needs to become a god, and we're just gonna let her take it?
Just stay alert.
You did not play into my bluff.
What did you want me to say? Oh, beloved Zolgarga, I'll give my body to you or something. Is that what's
Maybe.
Come on.
Might have given her a reason to come back home.
Buhd doesn't remember that
Now
part
we
of
just
the
have to
plan.
twiddle our fingers until she gets the stone and becomes a god. Wow, so great.
Well, we can go after her. We can ride sharks, apparently.
But her ship goes like 1,000,000 miles per hour. How are we meant to
Well,
catch up?
Lower sharks are pretty fast too, right?
Yeah, faster than a
something-
boat going 1,000,000,000 miles per hour. That's so good.
Something just took its turn and created this advantage. It is now Bladebeard's turn. You guys can continue talking, but it's Bladebeard's turn to act if he so desires.
I'll listen to Benjamin and get ready to fight.
Okay. Would you
Okay. Yeah, can I create an advantage or
Give me your careful, please.
careful?
You do create that advantage. What would you like it to be called?
I am prepared.
Sure. And there's your advantage.
I let out a big sigh. If you weren't just gonna mess around on this island, worried about smoke,
That's
then you can all just
That's not what I'm saying. Just please listen to me. There's something off.
Mm-hmm.
It's your
Well,
turn, Benjamin.
but
Sorry.
I'm not interested in waiting around for Zolgaga to become the god of the world. I'm gonna go and get that knife and that staff, whether you like it or not. I'm leaving right now to do it.
And I'm not saying we should stay here. I'm just saying pay attention to what's going on around you. Then we can talk about following Zolgaga or whatever. And no, I'm arguing. I'll pass my turn actually.
Okay. Durena will also pass her turn. Melwyn, the Blood Elf Lady, has been listening to you guys, except she only speaks Fallacian, so she has absolutely no idea what's going on. So she'll also pass her turn. Buhd and Lyri, it's your turn.
I guess I would just kind of slowly walk to, I guess, the outer edge of the island and kind of wave my hands in the air manically, screaming for the shark lower to get me a shark.
The old dwarf will say, that's not how that works, lass. The big shark law will rescue you when he deems it necessary. But if you all want to leave...
And this isn't necessary? Excuse me?
Well,
Look, just calm down. We need to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Lily, I heard a legend. If you cut off your legs and jump into the sea, you'll become a mermaid.
Yeah,
You
sounds
can try
great.
that.
don't listen to him, lass. That won't happen.
Maybe once I'm done with
Have you
Zolgaga, I can
tried?
try that out on her.
Well, for once we can agree on something.
Buhd, Lyri, what do you do with your turns, by the way?
I will start walking into the water.
Okay, but in terms of game mechanics actions, do you do anything?
I mean, is there any way to spin that as an advantage? It seems like a skip turn to me.
Kinda does seem like a skip turn. I don't see how going into the water would benefit you in any way. I'm think unless you can think of something. I'm open.
No.
Okay.
I mean, smoke doesn't go in the water though, so I'm safe from the smoke.
it does go above the water though.
Look, awesome. It means I'm closer to escaping it.
But it's also your turn.
Yeah, Buhd draws his sword, and I guess it would be a what's it called? An advantage to combat, I guess.
Yeah, give me a careful roll. Difficulty 2. No, you are distracted by all the discussions going around. You aren't necessarily 100% thinking that, something's going on, I should prepare. Okay,
Okay.
next turn. Can all of you give me careful checks again? Lyri? Well, very nice on from most of you. All of you will, except Lyri actually. Since
But don't I have a +2 because of my blessing?
Oh, that's right. I'm very sorry. So it's so you actually have a 4. So actually, all of you. Good. Thank you for pointing that out.
Oh, and I have a +1 too. I forgot about that.
You all will notice snakes crawling from the shoreline towards inland. There will be 6 groups of them.
Hakala, what's the other law that's helping her about?
Hakala looks at you, sort of distracted, and says, what be that?
The other law that's helping Zugalga. What animal is it?
She sighs and says, Dambala, the law of treachery and serpents.
I think that's a bit of a redundant question, Bladebeard.
Wait, is the lower here?
On the old dwarf's turn, he will like look around and say, is something wrong?
There's snakes everywhere.
Does that mean the lowest here right now?
He looks at the ground and he also yelps out in surprise. For his turn, the old dwarf will also prepare for combat. Let me roll his careful. And he does successfully. He is also prepared. Old dwarf is the advantage he creates. Okay. Durfar on his turn will sigh and walk sort of in this direction, ignoring you guys. On that turn nothing will happen, and on that turn nothing will also happen. Tayu will also walk in this direction, be startled by the snake, and will attempt to kill it with her blade. And she does, she dispatches the snake with ease. And she says, vermin, and continues walking as if nothing happened. Rua will look around concerned, and he will also create an advantage. And he does. Stinky preparation. Okay, and for their turn, one snake will attack you, Lyri. How do you defend yourself?
I quickly just kind of yelp and, I guess, jump backwards.
Give me your quick, please. Okay, you dodge with ease, creating an advantage. What would you like your advantage to be called?
Call it snake-like reflexes.
Okay. Okay. Another one will attack Hekala. Let me roll for her. By the way, above board, Hekala has reduced stats from the last time you guys saw her. But she dodges anyway. Another snake will attack you, Buhd. How do you defend yourself?
Buhd tries to grab the snake.
Give me your forceful, please. Okay. Tie means the snake gets an advantage. Sneaky snakes. Okay. Another one will attack you, Bladebeard. How do you defend yourself?
I jump out of the way.
Roll me your quick. Actually,
Which has +2.
Actually, even your minimum would beat that roll. So you don't.
I can still create an advantage, right?
Okay. Then roll, please. And you do. What's your advantage?
Oh. Gotta go fast.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very well. And this snake will attack the orc lady, who will attempt to dodge out of the way. No, not that. And the snake creates another advantage. Okay. On her turn, Hekala will attempt to smack the snake with her staff. And she succeeds, killing the snake that's next to her. Okay. On this next turn, I think that's what's going to happen. Buhd, you see Bladebeard going to stab you. How do you defend yourself? Bladebeard, to your knowledge, you're still like, oh, there's a snake at my feet. But Buhd sees Bladebeard attempting to stab him. How does he defend himself? Skoll, are you here?
To go die in real life.
Uh,
Okay, then I'll do the opposite. Bladebeard, you see Buhd attempting to smash you.
I'll dodge
Roll
out
me,
of his way.
roll me your quick, please.
Very confused.
Mm-hmm.
That's quick.
Okay, you have to take 2 points of damage. How do you take?
I'll use gotta go fast.
Okay.
Oh yeah, then he can get an advantage, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Okay, very well. Sneak attacks. That's what I'll call it. Okay. And all of you will see, sort of in the middle of this, and where like the black spot is on the map, all of you will see, as soon as I find the damn thing, a gigantic spectral serpent rise up. You all think this is my opponent, more or less, as he like hisses at you. Bladebeard, it's your turn. Above board, what happened is you saw Buhd coming to smash you, and you barely managed to dodge. And as you like come to, you see like Buhd in his like original position messing with this snake, but you do get the very real impression that Buhd just tried to attack me.
Yeah. I'll deal with the little snake first.
Okay, how do you do so?
Since now I have a better knowledge of sea creatures because of law blessing, I know that sea snakes can be easily killed by cutting their heads off. So
Sure.
I'll throw a dagger at her, at it.
Roll me your quick, please. And you do so with ease. You kill the snake with ease. Benjamin, it is your turn.
And wait, after I kill the snake, I'll move away from Buhd. But in which way? There is a huge snake in front of me, so I guess.
This huge snake is like transparent, spectral, by the way, just above board.
Yeah. I'll move like here.
Okay. Benjamin, it is your turn.
I'll instinctively go for a next, but then notice that they aren't there anymore because I left them on the ship. So I'll just try to make a little fireball and throw it at the spectral snake.
That sounds like a forceful attack to me.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. 3, I guess.
He gets an advantage. Spectral form. It looks like your fireball just... It's flying in his direction, and he just barely moves his body, but like in a flash, and the fireball misses. And he like hisses at you. Teeironor on her turn. Let me roll to see if she notices this commotion. She does. So she draws her weapon and will charge the big snake. And same thing happens, the snake dodges with ease. Melwyn will fall back and attempt to shoot the snake. And same thing happens, the snake gets an advantage. Buhd and Lyri, it's your turns.
Lyri sees the snake and kind of tries to kick sand on top of it to kind of keep it immobilized, and then like tries to grab it by the back of the head.
That sounds like a careful attack.
Okay.
Then please roll your careful, please.
So that'll be a 4.
Correct, and you kill the snake.
Wait, why kill it? I'm just grabbing it by the back of the head. I'm not trying to kill it.
Well, you take it out of the fight, is the point.
Okay, I start talking to it. You're the lower that troll lady just mentioned, right?
Are you talking to the small snake in your hand or to the big
Yes,
one?
yes, a small snake in my hand. I don't even notice the big one in the back. I'm not looking at it.
It hisses at you.
Treachery, right? You know, I'm pretty treacherous myself. I heard from that troll lady from before that, you know, it's not normal to worship more than one lower, but you know, there's always more room in my head if you really want to jump in. You know, maybe you might learn more about the lower that I have in my head right now. I know you lower like to talk and argue with each other, you know.
It continues to hiss at you and like tries to escape your grasp, but it cannot because you defeated it and it's out of combat.
Really? Nothing? I kind of raised an eyebrow at it.
You are not Harry Potter.
DoomGoblin is correct. Yeah, that was Lyri's turn. Skoll, are you here?
Yep.
Okay, just sort of some above board information that you maybe missed. Bladebeard was attacked, and to Bladebeard, it looked like you attacked him. To your knowledge, you just stayed right there and a snake tried to bite you. So you don't necessarily know that, but that's above board information. It is your turn at the moment.
Yeah, Buhd will continue to try and fight the snake by picking up and, you know, crushing it with his ogreness.
The small one, right?
Yeah, he isn't really too much aware of the big giant one behind him.
Sure. Roll me your forceful, please. Ooh, okay. For 9-point difference, you pick up the snake and quash it in the most cartoonish way possible. Nothing remains of it.
Yeah, you just Thanos snap it out of existence.
Buhd with a Thanos snap. All right.
Lyri Zelris, sorry. Just so that things don't get confused, I will delete the snake token next to you, just so that I don't count it anymore. Okay?
Yeah, but it's still out of commission in my hands.
It's still narratively there, but in terms of game mechanics, it can no longer act.
Even if I let it go, it's just kind of out of energy instead. It's out of commission.
Yeah. If you let it go, it will like disappear and vanish into smoke.
Awesome.
Okay. On the next turn, more snakes will pop up. Above board, there may be a way to stop this, but that is all I will say.
You know, I think I have the right plan.
Pray tell?
I think talking to the snakes is the best way to stop them.
I think I have a plan that's better than that one.
Whatever you say. Your plan's just gonna be kill the big snake. I'm a pacifist.
No, I'll do it on my turn, because I think that makes sense.
Go ahead, do it on your turn.
Okay. Just one more. Okay, very well. On his turn, the old dwarf will attempt to attack the big snake. That's that. The big snake once again dodges with absolute ease, gaining an advantage.
Oh no, this is horrible.
Durfar will also charge the big snake.
This is literally just the troll ghost again, where you all just got smacked around.
and he get
Yeah,
and
I hope you blow up the island. Unironic.
the big snake gets another advantage.
It's always these weird fights that I come up with the weirdest solution. They'll find a way.
Okay, on that turn, nothing will happen. On the next turn, Bladebeard, you hear the voice of Grow in your mind that will say, "My children are in the waters. If you can draw the enemy there, I can help you." More directly.
That was my plan, by the way. To get sharks to eat snakes.
Well,
So he said that I need to draw the snakes to the water.
yeah. Just above board, let me modify the initiative. Small snakes and sharks. And that is voila. Yep. That is above board what he said. That I don't know why Roll20 is bugging out on me like this. But yeah, above board there are sharks in the water, and the big shark law is saying take enemies there and I will deal with them. I'll just put a shark token on the map just so you guys know if you ever get an enemy there, the big shark law can take care of them. Okay. Next on the list, Rua will attempt to attack the... Well, no, actually he will... yeah, no, he will attack the big snake. Ooh, and he got a very good roll, and actually he will expend his stinky preparation to deal 2 damage to the big snake. Putting in work. Okay. Next. Oh boy, the small snakes. One of them will attack you, Lyri. How do you defend yourself? Oh, I
You
rolled
get
a
out.
one.
You get out.
One snake will attack you, Lyri. How do you defend yourself?
I like try and, I guess, hop away. I don't know. I'm kind of
Give me
taken by
your
surprise, but I quickly try to hop away. Yeah,
Give me your quick.
this is a very wacky encounter. Oh my god.
Okay, you successfully do so. Another snake will attack you, Benjamin. How do you defend yourself?
I'll jump to the side.
Give me your quick. You gain an advantage. What would you like it to be called?
Not snakes.
Okay. Okay. Another one. Well, actually 3 of them will attack you, Buhd. How do you defend yourself against them?
Buhd will try to run to the side, away from them.
Roll me your quick 3 times then. And you succeed for all of them. You gain 1 advantage, and the snakes also gain 1 advantage. What's your advantage called?
Serpent sliding. Why not?
Okay. Okay. Another snake. This one will... Oh, these 2 rather will attack Melwin. And she gains 2 advantages. Elven agility, I'll call it. Okay. And the other 2 snakes will attack your good orcish friend. Two. And the orcish friend also gains 2 advantages. Orcish agility. Sure. Okay. The orc will attack one of the snakes and kill one. Overkill it even. Rua will try to kill one of the snakes that's next to you, Lyri. Let me look up his thing for a little bit. Okay. And he'll kill one of the snake that's attacking you, Lyri. Actually, I went in the wrong order, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Hekala will kill the snake, will attack the snake that's attacking you, Benjamin. And she will kill it. Okay. On the lowest turn, Benjamin, you see like Bladebeard backing off, seemingly from Buhd and from the big snake. And you like focus on the big snake that's in front of you, and suddenly you see Bladebeard trying to stab you from the back. How do you defend yourself?
I'll quickly turn around and parry his knife.
Give me a quick, please. You have to take free damage. How do you take free damage?
I guess there goes my level 3 stress box.
Okay. Yeah, Bladebeard stabs you in the back and you recoil in pain, doubling over. And then you get back on your feet, and Bladebeard is where he is on the map.
Do I see him get hurt from nothing?
Yeah.
Am I aware it was not Bladebeard?
You think it's Bladebeard. It looked very Bladebeardish.
Oh yeah,
Bladebeard-esque.
are you alright?
You just stabbed me. Are you okay?
I didn't stab you. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, just look at my back.
I look at his back.
He's bleeding.
Oh, someone stabbed you.
You stabbed me.
I did not.
It's Bladebeard's turn.
Do you want me to stab you?
No.
Alright, I thought so. I'll try to contact the shark claw and tell him to eat all the snakes that are still in the water.
They are not coming from the water.
They are not coming from the water. So we need to get the snakes that are already on the island to the water, so sharks could eat them.
Above board, a sufficiently good careful roll will give you more information about how the snakes are spawning.
Alright,
That doesn't mean that you have to do it, it's just some above board information. And how you could potentially stop that.
yes, I'll do that. Alright.
Okay, give me a careful, it'll be difficulty 6.
6. Alright. 0.
There'll be snakes everywhere.
And that's my turn, right?
Because I didn't give you this warning beforehand, no, but for everyone else who attempts it, it will be their turn.
Alright, what to do? Now I'm confused. I'll attack the big snake.
How?
I'll come close to it and try to stab it with my dagger.
That sounds like a forceful attack.
I'll try to slash it with a dagger.
Sure. Then roll your quick then.
One word. Oh.
Okay, deal 2 damage to it. Very nice. It will take its level 3 stress. Okay. Benjamin, it is your turn.
Kind of holding the wound in my back, I kind of step back a bit and try to create an advantage by trying to concentrate some magical power.
Above board, you can also use your turn, and you're careful to try to determine how these snakes are spawning in.
Yeah, but I'm a bit shaken, so I'll need
Sure,
an
sure,
extra.
So you're say again what you're doing.
I'm trying to concentrate magical power so I can make a bigger spell than I usually do.
Sounds careful or clever. I leave it up to you. Difficulty 2. That's it would have been 2 or 4, but you manage anyway. Well, I'll say 2, so you gain 2 charges. What is your advantage called?
Mana Surge.
Makes sense to me. Okay, that's your advantage. Durana will attack the big snake. Big snake gets yet another advantage. Okay. Melwyn will attack one of the small snakes and kill it. Well done. Buhd and Lyri, it is your turns.
Seeing all the commotion behind me, I turn around with the snake still in my hand and see the big snake. And I just kind of confidently stroll over to the big snake and I try to initiate a conversation with it.
You are free to do whatever you'd like. How do you initiate conversation with it?
I just start talking to it. So I kind of look at the small snake I have in my hand and look back up at the big snake and I'm like, oh, so I guess you're the lower, huh? I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I thought you'd be that small, but what's up? Do you want to join us, maybe?
Lady Zulgalga, only you hear this, Lyri, by the way. Lady Zulgalga wishes that I keep you alive. Well, you and a few others. But I have no qualms about killing the rest of you.
Sounds like a plan. You like treachery, right? Are you sure you'll listen to her word?
No reply.
I'm pretty treacherous too. If you want to double down on the treachery, you can kill all my friends and then join me. That'd be that'd be really treacherous of you.
You hear the familiar voice of a raptor in your mind saying, "What do you think you're doing, rich man?"
I'm doing what I have to do. We need to get back on that ship.
Your friends are dying around you. What you doing?
It's all about longevity. It'll pay off in the end, I promise.
There's no negotiating with this one, rich man. You gotta stop him.
He's treacherous. I mean,
Exactly.
And if he's treacherous, he's just as likely to betray Zulgalga as he is to betray us. I think it's a fair deal.
Johnny will not stop you, but what are you doing with your turn?
I guess that's kind of an advantage because I'm aware of him. I'm kind of on guard, but I'm ready to dodge, I guess.
Then, careful would be a good roll.
Yeah.
Difficulty 2. And you succeed. Would you like another charge on snake-like reflexes? Very well. Buhd, it is your turn.
Buhd will continue to run away from the snakes, and he will point his cannon at the Loa and fire at it.
Okay. Let me think a little bit about how... Okay. This will be a forceful attack, but it will only give you another +4 bonus.
Okay.
Okay, so roll me your forceful, please. So you deal 1 damage to it with that roll.
Can I use a fate point?
Of course, what are you invoking? You also have your advantages. Your advantage singular, rather.
I will be invoking a heavy weapons expert.
Okay. Then, oh, damn. BRB, I just messed everything up and I need to redo the whole recording thing. God damn it. Okay. Give me a hot second, please.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I can't believe you wasted a chance to do an epic lightning cannon attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could like shoot the cannonball and like as soon as it hits the lower, like a big lightning strike hits him as well.
Okay,
Mhm.
we're back. You spend your fate point. He will spend 1 charge of spectral form.
By the way, this guy, what's his consequences and stresses look like?
The big boss.
Yeah.
He has taken his level 2 and level 3 stress.
So he has 1 more stress and then it's consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So Buhd, he used one of his advantages to negate your fate point.
Oof.
He will use another one to negate that point of damage that you would have dealt to him.
Wow.
Oh my god.
You flew too close to the sun. You should have just accepted what you had before.
Oh, it's always good to use up the boss's advantages, since the other NPCs are unwittingly giving him advantages.
Yeah, they're all feeding him. It's like a MOBA.
Unfortunately,
I'm actually being the most productive here because I'm not even trying to attack him.
Yeah. On that initiative turn, more snakes will pop up across the island.
Oh yeah, there's another question mark.
2 more question marks.
Oh no, that's scary.
Awesome. It's great.
I hope it's Sethralis that has come to save us from the evil snakes.
It's Zolgalga. She's actually a snake.
I mean, in the figurative sense, I guess she is.
She wasn't going anywhere to begin with. She just did this to distract us, and she's gonna come out of the fog.
Again, at this initiative, as you can see, a lot of snakes have spawned in. There may be a way to stop this from happening.
Quite a fair bit.
Okay. The old dwarf on his turn will try to kill this snake. Oh, not that one, not the big one. The smaller one over here.
Oh man, we should totally learn some AoE spells.
And he kills one of them. Okay. Durfar, totally focused on the big snake, will continue attacking. And the big snake gains another advantage. Okay. On that
Man, can we kill those night elves already?
on that initiative, nothing happens. On that initiative, also nothing happens. Tayu will attack the snake that's next to her. And gain an advantage. Well, actually, she'll use a charge of Orcish agility to kill the snake, just for simplicity's sake. Okay. Rua will attempt to kill the snake that's behind you, Benjamin. And I just realized... no, I didn't skip them. Okay, never mind. But he will kill this snake. Okay. The small snakes, oh boy, Two of them will attack Melwin. And Melwin dodges with ease both times. She gets 2 more advantages. Okay. 2 will go after you, Buhd. How do you defend yourself from them?
Buhd will use his good old cannon again as a shield to kind of batter them away.
Roll me your forceful then, please, twice. Okay, you gain 2 advantages. More charges of Serpent sliding.
Alright.
Or something else, up to you.
I mean, wasn't it a different snake that I did? Well, no, he was serpent sliding against snakes that were chasing after him, I guess.
I think it's the very same snakes that attacked you previously.
Okay, so yeah, that works.
Okay. 4 snakes will attack Hekala. Actually. Because they sense that she is weak and, well, personal grudges and all that. One of them gains an advantage, but I will use a sneaky snake to deal 2 damage to Hekala. Oh, wrong thing. Okay. Another one will roll. Another point of damage to Hekala. Two more points of damage to Hekala. She has taken all of her stress boxes. And she manages to dodge the last one. Okay. She will attempt to smack one of the snakes. And she gains an advantage, failing. She yells at all of you. We'll get overwhelmed like this.
I roll my eyes.
Don't worry. I got a plan.
I got a better plan.
It always worries me when both of you say that.
Okay.
At least I'm letting you know this time.
On the big Loa's turn. Are you guys okay? Let's go, say, another like 1 or 2 rounds, and then we can end the session.
If you wanna, sure.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. On the big Loa's turn. Lyri, you saw like Bladebeard running up to attack the Serpent, and he does. And in your eyes, he also attempts to slash you in the face with his sword. How do you defend yourself?
I kind of like jerk backwards
Give me,
and stumble around afterwards.
give me your
I'm
quick,
very shook.
your quick, please. You have to take 4 points of damage. How do you do?
Jesus, okay. I guess I'll take my level 3 stress and my level 1 stress.
Well, it has to be. It can be multiple stresses. It has to be a stress and a consequence.
Oh yeah, of course. What's the lowest consequence again? Level 2?
2.
Yeah, sure, 2 and 2.
Okay. What would you? Well, actually, I inflict a level 2 consequence.
You can name it, it's awesome. Name it something cool.
It won't be something cool. Sword slash.
Dang.
Okay. So in your eyes, Bladebeard attacked the snake, and then immediately jumped to slash you. At the very last moment, you like jump away, but you still take a hit. And while you're like recovering, as you look up, you see Bladebeard in the position that he is on, like the map.
Jesus, was that really necessary?
You're again mentioning this Jesus guy. I don't know who that is.
Lyri actually said, by the sun, well, was that really necessary?
Oh, alright.
I'm just speaking in common. I'm speaking in worm tongue. Good to speak.
Bladebeard, it's your turn.
Alright. I have a genius plan.
He really doesn't even mention the fact that wow, you're evil Bladebeard.
You're just talking to yourself. I don't know.
Actually crazy.
Bladebeard will move away from everyone, like here,
Okay.
and he'll take out the hourglass, the one that can create memories,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
And he'll be like, "Oi, hourglass! I want to see the memory of that one snake charmer I met one time, of him playing the flute and charming the snakes."
I will count that as a clever attack.
Clever wouldn't be flashy.
I guess it can be flashy.
I wanna
Yeah.
draw the attention of all the snakes on me,
Yeah, it can be flashy, sure. Sure.
and
Alright.
since I'm drawing attention to myself, I get +2
Hmm.
because of my stunt that I never used.
True. Would you like to treat this as an attack or creating an advantage?
What
Above
would it mean if it was an attack?
Above board, you can only attack one target. It can
Oh.
have other effects in the narrative, but only one target can be attacked.
Yeah, I mean, I want all the little snakes to attack me. So
That might happen, but if you're treating it as an attack, best case scenario, you kill one of the small snakes. Maybe the other small snakes attack you then, because you wanted that. That's best case scenario. You can also use it to create an advantage, and narratively, again, the other snakes might attack you. Up to you.
yeah, sure. I'll the advantage. I'll create an advantage.
Okay, so feel free to roll your flashy, but yeah, you open your hourglass to make this request, and like the sort of it lights up and like begins to say something, but as you quickly speak, it like stops it as well, and you see this image of a Faraki troll, a sand troll, singing at his flute. Someone you probably met in, say, Gadgetan.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Nice. High five. Yeah, all of you hear this strange melodious tune. DoomGoblin, feel free to roll Bladebeard's flashy.
5.
Yeah, you create the advantage, and I think you will gain 2 charges. I was going to give you difficulty 2. What would you like your advantage to be called?
Snake charmer.
Sure. Makes
Oh
sense.
man, I could have said Snake Whisperer.
Very well, very nice.
Should have called it Snake Like Charm.
Okay. Benjamin, it is your turn.
Having the time to take a few deep breaths, I'll go ahead and try to figure out what the hell is going on.
Above board, are you trying to figure out, like, the way to stop snakes from appearing, or...
Yeah.
Okay, then roll me your careful, again, difficulty 6. Not
I
quite.
guess my stunt would apply, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, your stunt
And he has
would apply.
and he has the buff from the lower, so
Oh, well, the buff would not be enough, but the stunt is enough.
Mhm.
Benjamin, you sense that there is something on the opposite side of the island, like over here, where I'm pinging on the map. There is something that's hidden from plain view. You sense it like there's a magical tether that runs between the lower and something over here. That when that tether becomes active, snakes appear. Make sense?
I think so. Something's on the other side of the island. Can someone come with me?
Buhd can
Hekara
come.
is surrounded by snakes and doesn't say anything, but Buhd volunteers apparently. Okay.
Yeah, Buhd shouts it really loud because he's far, but I assume you
I mean, the
also
island's
shouted
not
it.
that big. You can hear it.
Yeah, I figure if you just yell it, Buhd would be able to hear it.
I'll join you in a bit if you see anything suspicious. Squish it, I don't know.
Okay. That sound good to Buhd.
Okay. That was your turn, Benjamin. Durena, in a rage, will attack the snake, the big one. And holy shit. Unfortunately, the snake can only gain one advantage, as per the rules.
Fortunately, you mean.
Melwyn will try to kill one of the snakes at her feet. And she does. Buhd and Lyri, it is your turns.
Lyri takes this. First, Lyri uses her free hand to wipe the blood off her face from Bladebeard, and looks kind of unamused and kind of peeved, but is still trying to bluff. She wraps the snake she has in her hand around her neck like a scarf, and speaks to the snake lower. You know, I think Snake looks good on me and Johnny, don't you think? Come on.
You're not one of the ones that I am meant to kill. But that does not mean that I cannot hurt you. Again,
Whoa,
only,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
only
whoa.
you hear this. Only you hear this.
We're meant to be friends.
Are we?
Come on, let's buddy up.
If you know me, you know that friendship is not for me.
You know what I mean. A little partnership, you know, you can be my partner in crime. Me, you, Johnny, we can be the perfect team.
By the way, above board, to everyone, if you were to look at the big snake, just at him, all you would see is that he has just been like standing there menacingly, and occasionally dodging.
Yeah, he's been really chill.
Well, to your in character knowledge, yes.
I clear my throat. Come on, just give us a chance. We could be a really cool team. Think of all the chaos we can create. You know, I once blew up an entire ship and killed one of my friends. That's pretty cool, right?
What are you doing, lass? Talking to the damn thing, says the dwarf.
Well, what are you doing? I don't see you coming up with any good ideas. I think he's a really cool guy.
He
I
says
think, like,
as
you-
the dwarf says as he's like literally strangling a snake.
You're really not giving him the time of day.
He looks at you like you're insane.
Whatever you say, and I tighten my snake scarf a little bit.
The dwarf shakes his head. Well, what do you do on your turn, Lyri?
I guess I'm just doubling down on my bluff, so I'm just gonna maybe do an advantage, or just throw it away. I don't know. I'll either do nothing or create an advantage. Depends what you think makes more sense.
Well, I think you should probably create an advantage, but what
Oh.
would your advantage be around? Exactly.
The fact that I'm trying to play this bluff, I'm not sure if we'll buy it, but I don't know.
Okay. Sounds sneaky to me. If you're being sneaky.
Yeah, sounds fine.
Are you being sneaky or are you being sincere?
I mean, to Lyri, both's kind of the same thing, so...
Okay. Sure,
it can really go either way. I'm not gonna argue about it.
I'll allow a sneaky roll. And I'll oppose with something.
So that'll be an 8.
Yes, you're right. Okay. You meet it, so you do create the advantage. I propose that your advantage would be called confusing blood oath, because that's what you're doing to this Loa.
Sure. snake-like logic is also a pretty good one, but I'm fine with confusing Blood Elf.
Sure. Bud, it is your turn.
Bud will finish his snake friends off, or try to at least.
Do you remember Benjamin's request?
Yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna do that after he finishes these snakes off.
Very well.
They're bugging him.
But there's gonna be more
They're
of them.
buttering.
Well, he's gonna finish these snakes off, and these. Well, okay.
But you can only kill one of them, that's the thing.
Oh, that's even worse. Okay. Bud will run over towards where Ben said to go then.
Okay. Feel free to move your token. As you run in the direction that Benjamin indicated, you see a surge of smoke gathering over here. Unnaturally so, like it's a very small vortex. Can you give me a careful roll? This will not impede your action.
Ooh.
It's a vortex of smoke.
Alright, Bud will continue to approach this vortex then.
It looks and smells like smoke. It seems very unnatural, but you're not sure what to do with it, unless you have any ideas in character.
If Bud can stop rain, does that mean he can part the smoke a little bit?
Can you cover the smoke with your cannon?
Can you just inhale and then blow a bunch of air out at the smoke?
I don't think he's Kirby. I guess I could have Bud try to use his Kunda powers on it. By I don't know, maybe try and zap it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that can work. Give me a forceful roll.
Alright.
You zap. Well, you fail, but you feel like you've zapped something solid, not like a column of smoke.
Something over here.
Unfortunately, that was your turn.
Alright.
Unless you want to do anything else in terms of narrative, not in terms of game mechanics.
He's mostly just zapping it and looking at it until more people show up, or until
Did he shout that there's something over there?
Yeah, I guess he would. There's something over here. Bud, try and zap it. It's solid.
Didn't I say squish it?
Well, it all shadowy and twisty and spinny.
Just wait for me.
I kind of look up at the lore and I'm like, is there something cool over there?
No response.
I mean, there's always time to talk, so just wait here for me afterwards. I kind of give it a big smile and turn back to it and kind of get ready to walk away.
On this next turn, two snakes, very similar looking to Dambala, but obviously much smaller, appear over here, Bud, as well as two more of the very small variety will appear around here. Okay. Okay. The old dwarf will try to kill this tiny snake. And he succeeds. Derfar will continue attacking the big Loa. And fail giving it another advantage. On that turn... Oh yeah. This question mark over here is the bigger snakes. And these bigger snakes, both of you will attack you, Bud. How do you defend yourself?
Bud will try to run away from them.
Okay, give me your quick twice. Okay, the first one you do dodge, the second one you take 3 damage.
Alright.
How do you take 3 damage?
Stress?
Okay, makes sense to me. Okay. Roll20 is bugging the hell out. Won't impact the viewers as much, but it is very, very annoying. It just looks freaking bizarre. Okay. The sharks will do nothing. Tayu will run up to here, seeing the fight, and will attempt to use her thing to uncover what's behind the smoke. And she will fail, unfortunately. Okay. Bloody hell. Next, it is Rua's turn. Rua will attempt to fight this snake. And gain an advantage. Give me a sec. Actually, do I have already? No, I don't have it. Stinky strikes, I'll call it. Okay. And before I do the small snakes, I need to fix some stuff because Roll20 is bugging the hell out. So feel free to like RP or talk about something while I fix the stuff. Okay?
It's because there is so many snakes on the screen.
Possibly, but I'm not entirely sure. You
I
might just-
shout to Buhd. What's over there?
Bigger snakes.
If there's anything that can hurt the lower, then maybe don't kill it. I don't know.
Oh?
He's a really cool guy. We really should give him like a time of day. You're all jumping to conclusions about his personality and who he is as a person.
I don't know, snakes trying to kill us is a bit of a red flag.
I don't know. I think he might be.
And I think you using one of them as a scarf is a red flag as well.
No, it's a red scarf. I just kind of like point to it.
DoomGoblin, can you roll me a d10, please?
D10. Alright. I believe this is it.
/ roll space d10. Okay,
Yeah, I did it.
with your snake charmer, you have convinced 8 of the snakes to attack you on their turn, which is coming up right now. Only
Great.
roll 20 would work.
Oh, those are going to be some great advantages for Bladebeard.
Yeah,
He's
that
going
was
to
my
farm
plan.
like 8 advantages.
Okay.
That's a great plan, actually. I'll give you that.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and bloody hell, and 8. Okay, 8 snakes will attack you. How do you defend yourself from them?
He is just gonna kind of dodge, dance at the same time. Like he's vibing with the snake charmer.
Give me a moment. Then roll you either quick or flashy.
I'll do quick.
Roll it 8 times.
8 times. Alright. 1, 2.
Quick.
You're rolling forceful.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm tired. Alright, quick.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So So taking this in order. You beat the first one. 4, 2. You gain 1 advantage. Let me count them up before
Yeah,
you
yeah.
like. Yeah. Then it's 2, 2. You take 2 damage. How do you take 2 damage?
I'll use I'm prepared to negate that.
Okay. Let me mark it up. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay.
I am prepared.
That will negate it, but the snakes will gain 1 advantage. Okay. Next is 1, 2, 3. That's a 5. To the snakes. 2. You gain another advantage. Okay. 2, 2, 1. 5 to the snakes. -1. You gain another advantage. Okay. 2 to the snakes. 1. You beat it. Okay. 5 to the snakes. 3. You gain another advantage. And you have to take 1 point of damage.
I'll use what do I have? Snake Charmer
Okay.
to negate that.
Use up 1 charge. Okay, so you gain 4 advantages. The snakes gain 1. What's your
Alright,
advantage goal?
just add all of them to Snake Charmer.
Okay.
I mean, if it makes sense.
I think it does. 1, 2,
Alright.
3, 4, 5. Okay. Only roll 20 wouldn't lag so badly. Okay. Wait, that was Shark's time. Okay, yeah, that was correct. Hekala will attempt to bash one of the snakes that's next to her and kill it. And I think it's a good spot to end today's session, because I promised that after a round we should end. What do you all think? Where we can keep going, it's up to you guys.
Maybe one more, perhaps.
Okay. Sure.
Just to let us have a little cliffhanger or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's discover what's in the fog.
I don't know
It all
what's
relies on you, Buhd, and your
going on.
rolls.
Okay.
Don't disappoint us.
Well, okay. That's some that's some stress right there.
For Dambala's turn, Benjamin, as you're like preparing to rush, you see Hekala, who has just dispatched a snake. She prepares a lightning bolt and throws it at you. How do you defend yourself, Benjamin?
I'll definitely start running ahead of time.
Give me a quick or careful. You have to take 6 points of damage.
Ouch.
I'll go ahead and use my not snakes advantage.
Where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay.
And then take my level 2 stress box and my level 2 consequence.
I'm going to use sneak attacks to deal 6 points of damage to you.
You're evil.
Hypothetically, if I use the fate point, would the snake use another advantage?
I mean, I can't answer that.
Fine, I'll take it. So, I guess level 2 stress box and level 4 consequence.
Makes sense to me. Not so beloved, I'll call it. Because, quote unquote, Hekala did it to you.
With this second attack from a friend, can I put the dots together?
Sure. The big
Benjamin realized nobody likes him.
give me, um, give me your clever. Actually, Benjamin's clever. I think that's the fairest way to.
No, I'm not very clever.
No, at the moment stuff is happening. Hekala just threw a lightning bolt at you. It singed the hell out of you. But when you look at her after you like recover, you see that she's like panting from being bitten to shit by snakes.
Is Benjamin going to say anything? He just got
No,
sent by
I'm
lightning.
running. I started running. I can't see anything.
You're too winded.
It is Bladebeard's turn.
He's dancing with snakes, and he'll start moving, or move, into the water, into the sea.
Okay, nice.
And I hope that my party snakes will follow me.
They will, but you hear the voice of Groll in your mind. Deeper, my child. My children cannot reach the shallow waters.
Can I go deeper in this turn?
Yes. Okay. Then the snakes shall follow you. And
I'm just like, come on, follow me. Party's here.
the snakes will follow you. Well, this group
And-
at the very least.
Maybe I should also do something else on my turn. I don't know what.
Bladebeard's off tanking everyone.
Yeah, I'm pulling the ads.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to figure out one of the aspects of the big snake.
Okay. For high concept difficulty 2, tertiary aspect. Go ahead.
I'll just roll and you give me what I get.
Fine, we can do that. When you're careful. I give you the
Great.
choice of either it's high concept or it's tertiary.
High concept.
He is the Loa of Treachery, which is easy to know because it's been mentioned a bunch of times.
Makes sense. It could maybe be used in our advantage, like Lyri has been trying to do. But yeah,
Possibly. But since you discovered it, you get to decide if you pass it on to anyone else in your party.
yeah, I just from the sea I yell out what everyone already knows. Oi! The snake is god of treachery!
Who gains the knowledge?
The old dwarf will say, "We know that, lad, are you daft?"
No, I hope I'm not.
Buhd hasn't even seen any trees.
Benjamin, it is your turn.
I'll run atop this hill thing, and I'll just say, "Buhd, stand aside."
Above board, I don't, because you ran atop the rocks, I don't think you could move to all the way over here in this turn. Okay?
Yeah. I don't mean to anyway. So.
Sure.
And I'll go ahead and try to cast the biggest fireball I've ever cast and shoot it at the vortex thing.
Give me your forceful, and we'll apply the bonus from the lower. Let me roll something.
And also, are you going to use your mana surge or whatever?
Yeah, I am. I don't even need to. Or, I mean, is it?
I mean, you
like
might
an
as well.
entity?
You would deal 1 point of damage. It
Oh,
would not,
so it's
it
a
would
thing.
not be sufficient to kill or defeat whatever is there.
Is one advantage enough, or two?
One
that's
advantage would not be enough.
Okay, then I'll use both. Is that enough?
Yes, but I will use a charge of mystical smoke to oppose it.
Then I'll use a fate point.
What are you invoking?
Uh, Adept in the arcane arts.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use another charge of mystical smoke then.
You know what? I'll regret it, but I'll use another fate point.
Okay, what are you invoking?
I guess I'll. Can I invoke the blessing of Gonk? I guess it'd be kind of powering
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah. If you can, well, justify it to me a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like being connected to a law. Law is a very powerful magical entity. So.
Okay, it empowers your attack. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the fireball looks like a raptor.
More like, I think, as Benjamin forms this massive fireball, sort of in reference to a certain scene in Naruto. Skoll might know this.
Oh, I was thinking like that massive ball that happens in Dragon Ball, you know, where he gathers all the power from the people around him or whatever.
I don't know that scene, but maybe it's the same thing. But basically, like your hands close around this fireball, and there's also a raptor hand helping you, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's cool as well. I'll take it.
Roseguard! Naruto! Sasuke!
I knew you know that. Yeah. Okay. You spend this fireball, and you feel that you've damaged something, and you feel Gonk's approval that you've damaged something. And Gonk says, "Almost there. One more hit should do it." So,
Is the smoke still there?
yeah, but something is clearly hurting behind the smoke.
I can just finish my turn by breathing out, and I'm very exhausted by making this massive fireball.
As you
Bud,
go ahead.
I was gonna say Bud gives Benjamin a thumbs up and then looks back at the vortex.
Benjamin, if you were to turn around, you would see an absolutely infuriated Damballa staring right at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get murdered next turn.
Durena, for her part, will attack the big snake. And actually gain an advantage, surprisingly enough. She is no longer feeding you guys. Okay. Melwyn will ready an arrow at this slightly bigger snake. And she deals 1 point of damage to it. Okay? Buhd and Lyri, it's your turns.
How big is this fireball? Can I see it from where I'm standing?
You see Benjamin climbing up there and charging this massive fireball.
I can probably hear it. It's a fireball, so...
Yeah, and you also see Damballa's attention on Benjamin.
I kind of take off my snake scarf and kind of just toss it aside. And I look back at Damballa and I'm like, you know, I'll give you one final chance to just, you know, join us and join the cool team.
Elf. I've had enough of you.
You really seem upset. Come on. Just join the cool team. Come on. Join me. We can do all sorts of cool treachery.
Damballa ignores you, but you get the sense that you have annoyed him.
You can try to compel it.
Ooh, I mean, I guess I can, but I don't think it'll do anything.
Well, compels, do you guys remember what compels are and what they do?
Yeah,
yeah,
it means I can try
we all
and
can
force
do
it to
them.
do something, but all it does is it means you waste a fate point, right? Because you won't let me compel the snake.
Well, not necessarily. Say, you compel his law of treachery aspect to do something. If I refuse, I give up a fate point. If I accept, you give me one of your fate points.
Oh, sure, I'm fine with that. I have no fate points to begin with. Awesome. I will compel him to join my epic lower brain team in search of treachery because I know he likes treachery. I don't care what happens. I just need to do it. I need to do something of worth.
He will refuse. He thinks that idea is the stupidest thing imaginable.
Wow.
So yeah, I give up one of my fate points.
Awesome.
By the way, this compels happen between players, not characters. So this is not Lyri's turn. And anyone can compel whenever. By the way.
Let's see. So it's my turn still, right?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to this lower, and he's not listening to me. Great. It's probably not going to work, but I've had enough of him. He's not going to decide to join my team. I'm just going to try to do something a little mischievous. I'm going to stick my hand, or at least I'm going to try to stick my hand in his ethereal form, or just put it on it, depending on how, like, I guess, malleable it is.
When you attempt to do so, you feel a little bit of resistance, but your hand does eventually go through.
You know what? I'm going to try mana tapping him because I've had enough. I'm going to give him a little jolt.
Okay. Let me think about what this would do.
What it implies.
Well, he's a little bit weakened, but he's not that weakened.
Yeah, I know. Just, I've had enough of this guy's nonsense. His tomfooleries. I've had enough of it.
I think this would translate into a level 2 consequence for the guy.
Oh, poor guy. Okay.
Okay. For you feel this surge of power and energy. I will say you gain another +1 to your sneaky. Temporarily.
Oh, awesome. Temporarily, that's great.
If it would only fucking hurry the fuck up. Not that thing. God damn it. Sorry, Roll20 is being a real fucking... So you gain another +1 temporarily to your sneaky. And Dambala gains a level 2 consequence. What would you like this level 2 consequence to be called?
I guess, just call it, I don't know, snake bitten. Because he's a snake. And
Snake venom or snake bitten? I didn't hear.
snake bitten.
Okay. Very well. Above board, Dambala has taken all but his level 1 stress box and now his level 2 consequence. So that was your turn, Lyri. Well done. He recoils in pain and you feel like you've temporarily taken a bit of his power from him. Feels strange and unusual, kind of similar to Johnny's power, but in a very different way. And you feel Dambala's attention on you too.
Ooh. This is pretty cool, right? You know, if you join my team, we can do this to all the other lower. That'd be pretty awesome, right?
I shall eviscerate you limb from limb. I don't care what Zulgaga says anymore.
Eviscerate me? You're a snake. You can't do that.
He bares his fangs at you.
Not what eviscerate means. I kind of give him a deadpan look. I've not seen this guy attack by himself a single time, so I'm just... I don't think he's gonna do anything.
Buhd, it's your turn.
I'll scream at him. Whatever that thing is, it's almost destroyed. Just take it out.
Alright, Buhd will rush over at whatever it is and he'll slash his sword at it.
Give me your force roll, please. Okay. With 2 damage, you successfully kill it. And as you do so, the smoke around it dissipates, and you see the remnants of one of Zulgaga's tiki masks. I'm not going to put it on the map, but she used it in the cavern fight against you guys, and it shatters and breaks to the ground.
I'm here. I thought it was gonna be like one of our allies or something, like a twist, sad turn.
No. Yeah, but well done. This will disable the summoning turn. Okay. So, no more snakes, at least for the moment. The old dwarf will say, I don't know what you just did, but the air feels different energy, and he runs past to try to attack Dambala. Let me go for him rather. Dambala gains another advantage. Okay. Durfar will also attack. Dambala does not gain an advantage. Okay. The 2 big snakes will attack you, Buhd. How do you defend yourself against them?
Buhd will raise his cannon against their jaws, I guess, like to kind of like block them out.
Roll me your force, please, twice. You gain 1 advantage. What would you like your advantage to be called? Or would you like another charge on Serpent sliding? It's entirely up to you.
Sure.
Okay.
That way I can do mega damage with that against one of them.
Probably the big one. Sure. The sharks. 2 sharks will appear near you, Bladebeard, and attack the snakes. And 2 of the snakes are taken out.
Oh, I honestly thought all of the snakes were gonna die. I'm a bit disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
Well, game mechanics are game mechanics, but it was DoomGoblin. You did have a good idea, so credit to you on that. Tayu will attack one of the snakes. And deal damage to it. Okay. Ruo will attempt to finish off that last remaining little snake. And fail. And the small snakes, one of them will attack Ruo. And gain an advantage. And 6 of them will attempt to attack you, Bladebeard. How do you defend yourself?
By swimming around faster than them.
Give me a bit. 1, 2, 3,
I
4.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed by the shark
5.
law. I can swim fast.
That is very true. Give me your quick 6 times.
6 times. All right. Quick is this one. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Only 6, not 7.
Oh, all right.
So
Last time was 8. But yeah, you
Well,
are dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for 1 you beat it, but you don't gain an advantage. 3, 2, you gain 1 advantage. Okay. Then 0 to 2 advantages. Okay. 5, 2, 1. Another advantage. Okay. 5, 2, -1. Another advantage. And you have to take 1 point of damage.
Just take out one of the new advantages.
Okay. I'll take out a snake charmer, and you gain 4 more charges or 4 more advantages. What would you like them to be on?
Let's go with Snake Charmer again.
Okay.
I'll have like million.
2, 3, 4. You'll be able to mega charm any snakes, I guess.
Yeah, even the big one.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Hekala will attempt to finish off this small snake. And she does so. Okay. Dambala on his turn. Lyri, you saw this dwarf rush in to attack the big snake. On his way there, he stabs you in the back. How do you defend yourself?
I mean, I guess if I see it coming, I guess if I hear him coming, I'll try and quickly duck or move out of the way or something, because...
Well, you see him running towards the snake. He appears focused on the snake. But as he runs past you, he stabs you in the back, like almost casually.
I mean, I don't think there's any way for me to dodge that apart from attempt to just kind of move the millisecond I have before he does it, so I guess I have to do quick.
Okay, you roll me your quick. You have to take 6 points of damage.
I'll use my my snake leg reflexes, both of them.
Okay. That would reduce it to 2. I will use a sneak attack to deal 4 damage to you.
It's fine. I take another full consequence.
Okay. Backstabbers everywhere.
I kind of make a grunt, like, ugh, ow.
He does not notice you. Like he
Wow. He has like dementia or something. You didn't hear me yell out in pain. Jeez.
There's a lot going on.
I guess there's a lot going on.
Bladebeard, it's your turn.
Alright. I'll swim out of the water.
Back onto land. Okay, the snakes will follow you.
And I'll run towards the big snake.
Okay.
And I'm going to I'm going to try to annoy the big snake into running away or whatever. I'm just going to like dance around it and like, oi, snake, dance with me. And he's like just dancing.
I think that's a flashy attack.
Definitely is. I don't know if my stunt counts, but
it would.
5.
Okay. Not quite.
And I'll use a snake charmer. I'll use all of them.
That's amazing.
Okay, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it's clearly enough to defeat him. However, this will not kill the guy.
I know.
Are you certain?
What?
Well, above board, you guys have an opportunity to kill one of Zulgaga's power sources.
Oh. Then I'll use enough to leave him at one point.
Okay, then I need to
do some math.
Exactly. So you have a 5. If you use 1, you tie. Okay. If you use another 1, 4, 4, 6. 6 and 4. Okay, this should be enough. Okay, he still has his level 1 stress. What would you like his level 4 and level 6 consequences to be called?
Oh. Level 6, so that's something big, and I mean he's gonna die in this episode, so not a big deal. I don't know, something with dancing, something with being annoyed.
He's got dance
Uh,
fever.
What?
I don't know. You just make a cool name. Are there any snake dances?
Uh, what did you say? 4 and 6, right?
Yep.
6 is going to be annoyed,
Okay.
and
He's permanently distracted and annoyed by all these stupid mortals around him.
yeah, and 4 is going to be I don't know. Annoyed some more. Actually, it would be better if it was opposite.
Yeah, but distracted.
Distracted, yeah.
Okay. One more hit, and this guy is down. Benjamin, it's your turn.
Well, seeing the snake is very annoyed and very distracted, I'll charge from the top of the hill and try to do whatever to the snake.
That sounds forceful or quick. Up to you.
Same roll anyway, right?
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and roll, please. Okay. At this point, the snake will gain an advantage.
Okay. So I'll use the 3 of the snake's consequences.
Let me do some math again. 1 would not be enough. 2 consequences would be enough to kill him, but he's going to use one of his spectral forms. And if you use the other one, he will use another one of his spectral forms. Okay?
Do I have anything else?
Can I allow Benjamin to use a snake charmer? Since it's something that's happening. The guy's still playing.
You're right. I will allow it, yeah.
Yeah, you can use 4 more.
Yeah, I'll use them all then.
Isn't there like 5 more spectral forms though?
Yeah, if you use snake charmers, I'll use 4 snake spectral forms.
Thanks, Sun Surge twins.
Oh, dang, I'm one. So,
I'll just get rid of it. I'll tie him around my neck like a big old scarf.
Lyri also has confusing blood oath.
can I borrow that?
No.
And you also have your own fate point.
Yeah, but if I use my fate point, I'll use spectral form and more buckets.
And then you can be compelled to do crazy stuff.
Yeah. Can't I keep your confusing blood off? Pretty please.
No, I'm not letting you do it. I think it's more fun that way.
Okay, fine.
I'm sorry, I'm being a jerk, but
Yeah.
I think it's funnier that way.
Well, if you don't kill it, I'll be pissed.
I'll kill it, don't worry.
Yeah, I hope so.
I have snake-like reflexes, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can I at least fail spectacularly?
Sure.
As
Go
in-
ahead and
As
RP a
in
big
make
failure.
myself... No, as in make myself look good even if I fail.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sad now.
You leap at the snake with absolute ferocity, and you charge your sword through it, and you jump on the other side through him.
Everybody's very impressed by it though, Benjamin. Everybody thinks you're really cool.
I hope they're clapping in sync. Congratulations.
They are. They're all golf clapping at you, Benjamin.
Durena will... I'm going to roll a d2 because you just buzzed her to see if she will attack you or the big snake. A 1 is the snake, a 2 is Benjamin. Okay, she will attack you with her axe, Benjamin.
Oh, that's
Jesus.
Not her axe, a spear, sorry.
I'll roll out of the way, I guess.
Give me your quick.
I guess this is what it means to have super fans.
You have to take 2 points of damage.
Wait, what kind of attack was her attack?
Oh, right, your stunt. With your stunt, it will be a tie.
Oh, okay. Tie is fine.
Well, no, sorry, it's not a tie because she attacked with her quick, not her forceful.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Then,
Sorry about that.
okay, I guess. Oh, wait, I don't want another. Oh, combat will end anyways. Yeah, it's fine, I'll take my level 2 consequence.
Okay.
I mean, okay, go ahead. I was
Yes,
gonna
sir,
say
happy.
never mind, that's evil. I won't do that.
You're grazed by a spear. She does that almost like instinctively as you dart past her, and as she wounds you, she says, "Ah, half-elf mongrel. Sorry about that." And
She's racist while apologizing, come on.
she returns to fighting the big snake. Clearly an accidental hit. Okay.
I was gonna say if Tina wanted to be really evil, he could have just used the level 4 consequence and forced you to take a level 6.
Shut up.
I think the maths works out. Yeah, it does.
I could, but
That'd been evil. That'd been really evil.
I'm saving it for Dumbala's defense.
Makes sense.
Okay. Melwyn on her turn. We'll look at you, Buhd. Buhd, do you give the impression that you have the snakes next to you handled, or do you need help?
I mean, Bud's under the impression that he's good.
Okay, then she'll shoot Dambala. And fail, okay? Buhd and Lyri, it's your turns.
Okay. Well, while the snake's distracted, I'm going to try and sneak attack him, I guess.
Mm-hmm, makes sense.
It's a pretty big snake, right?
Yep, and he's not looking at you.
Well, I'm gonna do what I did to the small snake, my one other attack this episode, and I'm gonna try and I guess smash him around the back of the head.
You'd have to jump up, but sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna spray my ankle falling that back down, but I'm gonna do it.
That makes sense to me. Roll your sneaky, please. Okay, and with a +2 bonus, you tie him.
And let me see. Yeah, because I have +2, which is 6. I will use my. Can I use my snake-like agility, whatever it's called? Snake-like.
You only have confusing blood oath.
Oh yeah, I used them. Yeah, I'll use confusing blood off then. It's fine.
Okay, and I will use sword slash to say that you're hurt and unable to really jump up.
It's fine.
Do you see where this is going?
I'm gonna escape now. It's horrible.
Could have just given me the advantage.
It's more exciting this way. Maybe the old dwarf can get the kill. That would be really monumental.
No, it's probably just gonna give the snake another advantage.
Well, I'm not sorry.
But it is your turn.
Bud will go to try and finish off one of the snakes with the advantage.
Above board, the one to your north was wounded by Taiyu, and the one to the south is unharmed.
Okay. So, the one to the okay. I don't know if that would work, but I guess he'll go for the wounded one with a punch of lightning.
Give me your forceful, please. Tie means you get an advantage.
Well, I'm using the advantage.
You're using Serpent sliding to kill it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You dispatch it and the snake explodes in a spectacular flash of lightning. Taiyu sort of recoils in shock and says, "Oh, are you a shaman?"
Well, no, think so.
Okay. The old dwarf on his turn will attempt to stab the big snake.
See, I trust him.
And the tie means he would get an advantage. Does he have anything to spend? He has.
He is prepared.
Yeah, and he will spend it. Okay, but I will spend a charge of spectral form to negate that.
We have to kill this snake this episode. I don't care. He needs to die.
I mean, he's running out of charges, but on the other hand, Durfar is about to attack him.
Oh no.
I should have given you the advantage, Thompshire.
Yeah.
I rolled the wrong thing.
It's funnier this way, though. I don't care.
I don't want a level 6 consequence.
If we both end up with level 6 consequences because of my action, I am not sorry.
Durfar attacks and fails, but does not give him an advantage.
Oh, thank God.
The big snake will attempt to bite you, Buhd. How do you defend yourself?
Buhd will try to shove his cannon in the thing's mouth again.
Give me your forceful, please. You successfully defend yourself. Nicely done. That was the big snake. The sharks, 2 of them will attempt to kill the smaller snakes. And fail in both cases. Okay. The sharks will gain an advantage, but actually I'll type it just to be fair. Shark bites. Okay. Tayu on her turn will move to finish off this snake. Well, to attack it. Let me do this, shaman, she says.
Okay.
And she deals heavy damage to it, but it's still standing. Okay. Rua will go here and attempt to prepare to block off the inevitably returning snakes. Once I find his thing, give me a quick second.
No, that's bad.
Hmm?
Never mind. Let him do whatever he wants.
You can argue against him.
No.
Okay. He does create the advantage. And I'll just give him another charge of stingy strikes. Okay. The small snakes, they were following Bladebeard, so
Yeah.
3 of them will go, but the other 3 are blocked by Rua and will attack him. Bladebeard, 3 snakes will attack you. How do you defend against them?
I'll dodge. I'll dance.
Give me 3 quicks.
1, 2, and
Uh,
2, 5. Oh, and I also have a.
You create
Plus
2.
two.
You create 2 advantages.
Let's actually not recharge Snake Charmer. Let's call this one Gotta Go Fast.
Sure. Makes sense to me. Okay. And 3 to Rua. Rua takes 2 damage and then 1 damage at that point, and he does not create any advantages. Okay, next on the list, Hekala. She will go here and attempt to bash one of the snakes. And she does so. Next, Dambala. Oh, which one of you has annoyed it the most? Bladebeard has. Yeah. Bladebeard, you see Benjamin as he like gets his bearings. He charges you with his sword. How do you defend yourself against Benjamin?
I'm still dancing and dodging at the same time, so same way I did with the snakes.
Roll me your quick, I guess. Oh, nice. You actually beat it. Yeah. You dodge him with ease, and as you look back, you see Benjamin is standing over there. Can you give me a clever roll?
Of course.
Yeah, you realize that this mirage was Dumbala's doing. Benjamin did not actually attack you.
It's an illusion.
What are you hiding?
Well, we're thinking that. It's your turn, Bladebeard.
I will get angry at the big snake for messing with my mind. And I'll splash it. I'll do like a dance move and
What are you trying to do?
attack the big snake.
Right, but how?
With a dagger, slashing it.
Oh, slash! I'm sorry.
But we did flash.
Well, I
What
heard.
did I say?
Dang, that's really dirty even for Bladebeard standards.
All right,
I heard.
I'll
I heard
I will
splash.
cut it. I'll cut it.
Sure. Give me your forceful or quick then.
Quick.
Not quite.
Uh,
You have one charge of gotta go fast and your fate points. Pretty much.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'll do gotta go fast, and I'll invoke stab.
Okay.
You do what? 2 damage, right?
Sure. Fucking hell. Roll 20. But I will use one of its aspects to negate it and spend one
Yeah.
of my fate points.
Makes sense.
Wait, I forgot bosses can do that.
It can. Sure. Anything else, or do we move to Benjamin?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Benjamin?
Benjamin, you can do it.
I guess I'm tired of being of doing very over the top things, so I'll just run over and hit Ludo slash.
Hit it very hard.
Not particularly hard, just
Mhm.
I'm going back to my roots and using quick.
Okay, then roll me a quick attack. You give
Oh
the
my
boss
God.
an advantage.
No, Benjamin. This is never going to end. Oh my god.
I'm going to retire.
I wanted him to...
He is 1 HP away from dying, but
God, we should just kill him so we can end the episode. Somebody, please.
Oh, it's your fault.
It is my fault, but I'm sure the Sunset Twins will do it.
No, they're gonna make it worse.
speaking of which, Durena will attack the guy
Oh no.
and fail, but she does not give it an advantage.
Thank God.
Melwyn will shoot an arrow,
Ooh.
and Ty gaining an advantage.
She has an advantage.
Oh, she has 4 even.
Oh, she does. Let her have the kill. I don't care.
Yeah, give her a 4. Let her shoot in the eye.
Sure.
She needs some party merit.
Mm-hmm. Won't have you been being mean to her the whole time, but maybe your mind will change after this.
She will spend all 4, and even if I were to spend like spectral form and my fate points, it would not be enough. And Dumba will. How will she kill it? Basically, the scene is like very kind of anime at this point. All of Dambala, though wounded, like shrugs off all of your attacks, and he looks at you with contempt. Is this all you can? And before he can finish his sentence, an arrow like shoots him in the eye, and he falls on the ground dead.
Is this all you? What?
Did we just kill a god?
I just pull my ears really angrily. I'm like, oh my god.
And all the smaller snakes disappear.
What, did I just vanish?
Mm-hmm. They turn into smoke, and the smoke dissipates.
Oh no,
we good girls now.
my poor scarf is just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Is his body still there?
Yeah, he is writhing in pain and dying.
Is he like a
Melwin-
real body or still spectral?
He turns real. Melwin
Oh,
walks
awesome.
up, says something in Fallacian. Lyri would understand it, something that would translate like for my fallen comrades or something, and she'll put an arrow in Dambala's other eye. And
I'll give her I'll kind of look distressed at her, but then give her like a deadpan nod.
Okay.
And then look down at the snake, and I'm very upset.
End of encounter. We can go for like another 5 minutes if you guys want to have like a little scene.
Yeah, I mean, let's just talk about the snake we just killed.
I'm just gonna turn to the hourglass, to the troll that's playing the flute. Oh, thank you, mate. You deserve a big tip.
He continues playing. Well, he like slightly bows his head in your direction, but continues playing.
Alright, you can turn him off.
So, is that lower gone for good?
Oh, I've never been witness to the death of a god before, says the old dwarf.
I can't believe you killed him.
I'll look at the collar for confirmation.
She like walks up and kneels down, and Dambala's form slowly dissipates, and she says something in Zandali that you obviously don't understand. And then she looks up and says, "He be gone." Yeah.
Great, wonderful.
Well, I sure hopes he doesn't go back to a magical forest where he can regenerate. That would be a real shame.
I kind of look at Benjamin with a big frown. This isn't a joke. You just killed him. He's dead.
Yeah,
If we thought about that for everyone that attacked us, well,
Yeah, I know, but I was really looking forward to accepting him into my brain.
okay.
also, I think I figured it out, Benjamin. He was making us think that we were attacking each other. You attacked me and I attacked you, but that didn't really happen.
I kinda rubbed my wounded back. Well, I guess it was the law of treachery after all.
You're just making up excuses. Just kind of frowned and...
Do I need to make an excuse to defend myself?
Mm-hmm. Kinda. Is Buhd gonna return back to the party, or is he just gonna sit on the other side of the island by himself?
On the other side of the island, as the snake vanishes, Tayu the orc will look up at you and at you, Buhd, and say, "You're truly incredible, shaman. How did you accomplish this?"
Buhd, get mighty powers from lizard.
Oh. She, like, bows down to one knee, samurai style, and says, "I pledge myself to your service, shaman."
Alright. Sound good to Buhd.
She's still kneeling.
I guess a new crew always gravitates towards Bud.
Wasn't Buhd the one who defeated her before?
Oh,
I don't remember.
Yeah, I compelled him to kill her, but he didn't.
I remember that compel, but I don't remember. I don't think Buhd dealt the final blow, but I could be mistaken.
I remember she really hated Benjamin. I don't know
Yeah,
who the
she-
person that did it.
I'll have to check.
I don't
back.
remember.
I will have to check
But-
back. She does remember fighting you back then, that is for certain, but stuff has changed since then.
Yeah. A Buhd will motion for her to follow her back to everyone else.
And she will.
They'll rejoin.
Feel free to move your token. Meanwhile, in the main gathering place, as everyone is like getting their bearings, Hekala will say some words in Zandali that you can understand is like, by like the way she's saying it, is like a prayer or a chant.
I'll use my stunt again to learn Zandali.
Okay.
And I guess I'll have to speak Zandali for a while.
She says it's a funeral prayer, something that would be said at the death of someone important. So it's not like a typical prayer that you would hear for any Bano troll, but it's like basically she is mourning the death of a god, even though it was someone who obviously fought against her and tried to kill her. And she's like listing Dambala's accomplishments, but instead of like accomplishments, it's like titles, etc., etc.
Right.
Yeah. My neighbors are angry, so we can't really go on for long.
That's fine. So we killed the big snake.
So, what now?
Well, now I think we end the episode because I can't go on for much longer.
That's fine.
Yeah, that works.
That's a good ending.
And we can determine that next time.
This was the perfect definition of one more round.
Well, it's my fault because I wanted to kill the snake.
So, thoughts on today's session?
We killed a
It's not what I
god.
expected it to go.
I think we've peaked.
Yeah, I think we're closer to apotheosis than DoomGoblin.
All right, guys,
Has
let's
she
go fight
killed
a
a
titan.
god before? I mean, maybe she has, I don't know.
You fought Xanathar before, right? She's kind of like a god.
Uh,
I guess.
she's more like a
No
diet
god?
god.
Still,
She's not like a full-fledged old god.
A
She's just-
a demigod's still pretty cool.
I said a diet god, not a demigod.
I mean, we're being powered by gods, aren't we kind of demigods now?
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Well, I mean, Zolgalga then was being powered by Tulo, but now only one, so
Still,
same
like,
playing field.
it's crazy to think that Zulgaga isn't even coming for us anymore.
Well,
Will they coming
show-
for her then?
she's coming for us still. She's just like, I'll deal with you guys later. I got
And it makes
more
sense.
important-
Like, why wouldn't she just go for the thing that she needs to make her a god?
Yeah, who
Why-
are
why-
we anyways?
Why would she bother with us stinky asses?
Well, circumstances have forced her hand to... Yeah.
I mean, it
Not-
makes sense. There's no reason why she just prioritizes us over the thing she needs over everything else.
If we had anything that was important on us, maybe. But yeah.
I guess we gotta like swim over there on sharks or something. I honestly don't know how else we're gonna escape this island. We don't have a boat this time.
Well, I guess we'll see next time. Pretty much. Yeah, I think I'll go into detail in the next episode, just because I can't really talk right now, because my neighbors are angry. Any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our shoutouts?
Not really.
I think I'm
Oh,
good.
not really, I'm fine. keep it nice and short for once in this episode.
Sure. All with you viewers, thank you for watching and listening to us. The dice have determined that Skoll should go and promote himself, the owner of this channel. Could you please go ahead?
Yep. I'm Skoll, as you know me. I make all those lore videos and speculation videos and WoW, what ifs, machinimas. I've got one almost done. I'm sure by the time that we get release this, it'll be out by then, anyways. And I've got a lot of things to talk about soon. There's that new Exploring Kalimdor book coming out shortly. So, hey, lots of stuff coming on the channel slowly.
Nice. Thank you. Next will be DoomGoblin.
Hello, it's me, DoomGoblin. Yeah, I do art, and I post it on Twitter, and that's about it. And I play this game.
And his art is quite good. Thank you. Next will be Zelris.
Hey, I make stuff for Twitter.com. I post it and some people like it. And that's all there is about me.
Thank you. Next will be Sir Thompshire.
Hello. I'm Sir Thompshire, and you can find me both on YouTube and Twitter. And yeah, I make machinima, I make some renders, and that's about it.
And I was your DM, Game Master Teeironor, video game lore, sometimes history, when I have the time, which is not that much, honestly. Thank you to everyone for watching and listening to us. We'll be back next week on Sir Thompshire's channel, and we'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
See you.